match my energy. If I no get money, not disability. Baba. Look at me, dada. As my dreadlocks are longer. I know say right now, now my time, I no go waste them rara. I go use them dada. I go use them dada. Innocentness in a bastard. Had a deep and check. So if I do you wrong, I apologize. For the people with the sympathy, I got good them love. Full of snakes and spiders. Make a wrong move, lose your life, make it hard for your mother to sleep at night. Street no love you right. Some people they for mortuary. Some people they for hospital. Count your blessing one by one. Sure bet, yeah. Time has come to lift our voices, lift my voice in prayer.
Life thing, yeah, it's all about understanding, bro. You gotta understand what you're doing. You need a direction, bro.
What's up on the time? When I just did try. When I drop a song, I go need to dance. I do what I could get it, I did pay my price. Then I find the sound among all the sounds. I no get the name, I no sing a sound. Sound, Mr. Money sound. I want the precise. I be like military, match up my head. Vigilant, forgive me, Lord, I did on your knees. Cemetery, people we don't die, people cemetery. Life is not easy, I know it's not easy, you got to think I'm easy. Funny. For my city gone, you know be run from who you are. And waiting go be man is cast in stone. But do well long power sand. But why they think mo dey sham you? I do well long to call me yo. Got them a show, tali she got them a yo. Oh you alone,
My mama leave me, yeah, no long. Lost myself and I found my purpose. Yeah, every day I know that I am blessed. Tonight we go to love me. Yeah, they got your me. Nothing man, no face. Vibe today. These kind of things in our life we need.
Check it from one impression. Street orientation. Modernization. From one impression. All my niggas sharp, bro. Cover face like badger. Get feel like but we know they come. TikTok boys them tap. Pass for the shit, rababa. Oh my idiot, rababa. Feeling good, banana. Music don't need permission to enter your spirit. Anyway, anyhow, you know say you go feel me. Music don't need permission to enter your spirit. Yeah. Anyway, anyhow, you know say you go feel me.
Greatness Republic. DJ Neptune, hit me.
Oroma, Cinderella from Puerto Rico.
Forget it, Fugazi. Love Bobby now, cause me all the chat me lead us and we. I got me a Lukaji. All the girl them love me, what I feeling, I am shining like I'm a precise. What I no get enemy, but they hating on my water Fiji. Early more money, I dey bomb. I take a shot on it all. I give all glory to God. I dey hustle, rocking a less than that one. I dey colo, I dey ball. They had a G, I be born. Guys, we stay steady, yeah, yo. Mr. Ganja with the tobacco. Too many motor for my yard, oh. Whatever, how I go back, I'm home. Money I buy from my bank, oh. To me, money is all I know. I get too many to get jam, oh. He's going. Can't you see he's going? I'm what they do, gra like Shoki. I know they grieve for anybody. I be trouble, make I they worry. I know they tell anybody sorry. Yeah, I dey give close my key. I get one body with disability. I get too many facility. I'm on Dolin, yes, beauty. Shamaya all night, then wake up, body beats up, and no be let me sleep. Now I the only thing. Early more money, I dey bomb. I dey cash out on it all. I give all glory to God. I dey hustle, rocking a less than that one. I dey colo, I dey ball. They energy, I need.
been moving, moving. I've been moving, 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 moving. I've been moving, moving, moving.
This is the kind of matters, these conversations. This money can never. This you've been up for. My darling, I've been living the life. Time is to have fun. Let's take this time to get high. Make confirmation. Cause
I've been moving, moving, moving. I've been moving, moving. I've been moving, 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 moving. I've been moving, moving, moving.
I'm a star, I have savings. I would run if I had sadness. Look, good, I'm being honest. Just a
dance, tell them make we dance, make it dance, let the music they play, almost say you go dance, tell them make we dance, you go dance, you go dance. For the vibe I've been out for days, steady chasing the bar, they concentrate. Anytime I did, whether night or day, I dey on my chain. Even on my leg, they go dey dance to the bed, they go feel like rain. Cause anything where I drop, then go chop a J. Whether night or day, I dey on my J. I dey on my J. Kiss it, baby, kiss it. How many times they go tell the person? They don't dey pay to they learn the lesson. Shama ya baby, they beg. And they survive anytime we did it. I no get time, I no get the patience. Spread the money, plenty. Tell them we could dance. Make it dance. Let the music they play. Almost say you could dance. Tell them we could dance. You could dance. You could dance. So tell me what you wanna do tonight. You know the party no go make sense if we never did it. Make the party come alive. We done the 02 to 03. My love best seat, allow. So baby, tell me why you wanna. She body make you do as you like. Now steady with the bloody canal. Blow some trees, make me feel alright. I don't feel like man, I'm wasted. And I'm feeling reckless. Now we buy like a latest. That's why I'm working on patience. I know the joke with my paycheck. If then they sleep with the weekend. So we go vibe tonight. Come on, deep end. Kiss it, kiss it, kiss it, kiss it, kiss it. Yes, it, kiss it, baby, kiss it, kiss it. How many times they go tell the person? They know they pay to any lesson. Shama ya baby, they pay. I just survive anytime we did it. I don't get time, I don't get the patience. Spread the money plenty. Kiss it, kiss it, kiss it, kiss it, kiss it. Yes, it, kiss it, baby, kiss it, kiss it. How many times they go tell the person? They know they pay to any lesson. Shama ya baby, they pay. I just survive anytime we did it. I don't get time, I don't get the patience. Spread the money plenty. Tell them I could dance. Make it dance. Let the music in the play. Almost say you could dance. Tell them I could dance. You could dance. You could dance.
I've been there so far and also for the street. I can scatter everything on the legit. I see encouraging.
trendybeats.com.
no. Jiggy, deep down inside my liver, I know this all up forever. Oh, I something to your son, blame me, come like that you do. No come here, come do. You won't play me, bang bang golo. You dey eye me like I'm uncolos. Deep down inside my kidney, I love you and I'm not kidding. Oh, when you find die, I'm a fly guy. I know I'm a shy guy, but I'm a sharp guy. No come here, come do me, juro. You won't play me, bang bang golo. You dey eye me like I'm uncolos. Cheeky, give me every time you love me, but I'm loving you every day. Nobody knows tomorrow, but I could be by your side anyway. Anyway, the matter be. Oh, you need me to fantasy. You need me physically. Call my phone sharply. Oh, no. Give me every time you love me. cause I'm loving you every day. Nobody knows tomorrow, but I could be by your side anyway. Anyway, the matter be, oh, when you need me to fantasy, you need me physically. Call my phone sharply, oh no. Anytime you're ready for loving, anytime you want put it on me. Shout my shed, you see me, girl, I'm running to you. You want shout my shallow, you want shout my shallow. They don't want the happiness, but we don't send your papa. Inside my kidney, I love you and I'm not kidding. Oh, when you find guy, I'm a fly guy. I know I'm a shy guy, but I'm a sharp guy. Look on here, con junior juru. You won't play me, bang bang golo. You deny me like I'm uncolos. Give me your vitamin loving, cause I'm loving you every day. Nobody knows tomorrow, but I could be by your side anyway. Anyway, the matter be, when you need me to fantasy, you need me physically. Call my phone sharply, oh no. Give me your vitamin loving, cause I'm loving you every day. Nobody knows tomorrow, but I could be by your side anyway. Anyway, the matter be, when you need me to fantasy, you need me physically. Call my phone sharply, oh no. Give me your vitamin loving, cause I'm loving you every day. Nobody knows tomorrow, but I could be by your side anyway. Anyway, the matter be, when you need me to fantasy, you need me physically. Call my phone,
more music on trendybeats.com.
Big boys lawa, and we are living our lives. No sleep tonight, just be doing as you like. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. To be serpent, to buy for me, I go day on silent. If you bust my head, you never regret. I know say na turn by turn, I miss the next. You be serpent. To buy for me, I go day on silent. If you bust my head, you never regret. I know say na turn by turn, I miss the next. Yeah. Faji lawa, my love shake.
God inside, double sweater.
Bad man looking good in the air. Bad man drip to the car. Sports cars parked on the right spot.
Ile boy now. I don't wanna live my life for you. All over the news, Only God and I know the kind of thing I do, the kind of thing we do. Thank God I got the lead. Say God no ungodly. Oluwa na ain't comforting me. When these people they come body me. Man, I thank God I got the lead. Say God no ungodly. Oluwa na ain't comforting me. When these people they come body me. It's why I die sometimes. Nah.
Why your body, your hand in the bar. So now me you could love forever. I'm a cocky, no people like that. I'm a Angelina. I'm a Angelina. I'm a Angelina. Just who? Big smoke up.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. How are you all feeling today? It is a very, very cool morning in the city of Lagos. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for honoring the invitation to be in this beautiful, beautiful space this morning. So before we begin officially, I would like for you to just again, I know I've said this before, but let's look to your left, look to your right, wave with a smile and welcome the person seated next to you. It's a beautiful day in the city of Lagos. It's a beautiful day, yes. That's the spirit. It's a beautiful day in the city of Lagos. please ask the person, if the person is not a Lagosian, or the person came from, let's just ask the person, are you a Lagosian? If they said no, tell them that it's a beautiful day in the city of Lagos. Specify that. Yes. It can only be this beautiful in Lagos. Do we agree? Beautiful. Thank you so much. What a lovely, lovely time to be here. Thank you. Good morning, everyone, once again. I'd like to say that we have officially started this very beautiful occasion. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I want to warmly welcome you to this remarkable gathering. Today we're gathered here to not just recognize and celebrate outstanding individuals who are making impactful and extraordinary contributions to diverse communities, but to also celebrate the potential of young persons as partners in change. For over 40 years, JCI Nigeria has consistently spotlighted remarkable and exemplary individuals. And 7 young Nigerians has been globally recognized. But this year, we are showcasing the impact of 30 young individuals, celebrating 10 young Nigerians as outstanding individuals, and commemorating the International Youth Day. It is my absolute honor to be standing here as the co-host for this remarkable gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Grace Ebelahor. I'm a professional events compere, a television presenter, and it is a great, great privilege to be standing here today as the co-host for this beautiful gathering. I want to welcome you once again to the 2025 JCI 10 Outstanding Young Persons of Nigeria and the International Youth Day ceremony. A round of applause for yourself. It is a very good clapping ground. Thank you so much. The beautiful thing about today is I will not be standing here alone. I have the privilege of walking. Ladies and gentlemen, with an arousing round of applause, please make welcome the Interim Executive Secretary, JCI Nigeria, in person of JCI Senator Somi Babatunde Ajani. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Grace. Good morning. Exactly 367 days ago, in the city of Benin, we bid ourselves farewell. The 2024 JCI Nigeria 10 Outstanding Young Person International Youth Day celebration. I'm excited to be part of this year's celebration. As mentioned by the co-hosts, we are here this afternoon to celebrate the impact of 30 young outstanding persons in Nigeria, but to specially recognize the phenomenal contribution of 10 out of them for the support for the solutions they have created in the community development that they have found themselves. So I'm so excited to be part of this celebration. If you are so excited, come to join us together and be part of this celebration. To kickstart the events, let me crave you doing this. So please stand up as we take the national anthem by Asik John.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I invite you all to meditatively recite the national anthem as I lead us using the saxophone. Thank you.
Thank you, Asi.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, now we will be reciting the JCI Creed, and I would like to call on the Executive Vice President, President of JCI and Ambassador Abitogun Akimbode to lead us in the recitation of the JCI Creed. Please, let's give him a round of applause as he comes up on stage. Thank you.
Can we recite the JCI Creed in unison? We believe that faith in God gives meaning and purpose to human life, that the brotherhood of man transcends the sovereignty of nations, that economic justice can best be won by free men through free enterprise, that government should be of laws rather than of men, that Earth's great treasure lies in human personality, and service to humanity is the best work of life. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you please resume our seats? Permit me to do some recognition before we proceed with the event. Please welcome to this ceremony National President JCI Nigeria, Oluwatoyin Atunda. Please recognize with me, Chairperson JCI Nigeria 10 Outstanding Young Person International Youth Day Celebration, Odunola Yetunde Oyeyepo. Please welcome Executive Vice President covering Southwest, Akimbode Abitogun. Please welcome Executive Vice President covering Northwest of JCI Nigeria, Ayodeji Akinwande. Welcome Women National Vice President covering Southwest District 2, Azan Kafidipe. Permit me to also recognize Director of Communication JCI Nigeria, Ibobo Chika. Please welcome Director of Business JCI Nigeria, Idara Michael. Please welcome Executive Assistant to the National President, Adiola Alfred. Let me also specially welcome one of our panelists to this event. Please welcome our 2001 National President and Director of Policy and Partnership at New Globe. Please welcome Dr. Adekunle Wuraola. Please welcome, very specially, one of our panelists at this event, Dr. Mimuna Yusuf Kadri, a psychiatrist
and resources would ever permit. On our red carpet and media platforms, we have showcased our 13 nominees. Each one proves that local action can fuel global change. They are living examples of transformational leaders who are not waiting for permission to act. To our partners, sponsors, speakers, panelists, judges, and Senate members, thank you for being the giants upon whose shoulders the JCI 10 Outstanding Young Persons of Nigeria and International Youth Program stands. To JCI Nigeria, thank you for being the fertile ground where leadership is nurtured and communities are transformed. I am JCIN Ambassador Yetunde Odunola Oyeyepo, the 2025 chairperson of JCI 10 Outstanding Young Persons of Nigeria and International Youth Day Program. Indeed, it is my honor to welcome you to this ceremony, which is dedicated to celebrating young leaders and inspiring yet to emerge leaders. This is an occasion where we honor giants, strive to become giants, and ultimately ignite action in our communities. Once again, welcome here.
Please appreciate our TORP chairperson, Vero. Now we move very closely so that we also take some of the Goodwill messages. Please welcome on stage to give a Goodwill message on behalf of Council of President of JCI Nigeria. Please welcome Coordinator of JCI Nigeria Council of President, JCI Senator Kumbi Wuraola, PhD.
The host of today's event, the National President of JCI Nigeria, JCIN, Ambassador Toyin Atunda. the chairperson of TOYP for 2025, JCIN Ambassador, soon to be Senator too, I believe, Yetunde Adola, our distinguished panelists, members of JCI Nigeria Executive Committee, our special honorees of today, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I stand here on behalf of the Council of Past National Presidents of JCI Nigeria. The Outstanding Young Person of Nigeria 10 is particularly a program that touches my own heart, because 27 years ago, exactly in October 1998, I was in the same position as Yetunde, as the chairperson of TOYP. Even though I was based in Lagos, I had to organize that program in Kaduna. And I believe that it was after that time, there was a law before 1998, that we consistently had the TOYP program for several years. And I think that between 1998 and now, if we've missed it as an annual event, we can count on our fingertips. It's really a program that celebrates young people in Nigeria. And for those who are opportune to be nominated today, you'll be walking the stage like people like the late Pastor Bimbo Dukoya, the late May Helen Ezekiel, RMD, Daddy Shoki, Professor Sidi Osho, Ray Ekbu, the renowned publisher of one of the dailies in the days past, and so many, 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 many. Dr. Ola Brown, Ola Kori. There are so many people who have walked the stage. And so I just want to say that what it is that you're doing that has put you on the pedestal to be recognized. Not only, it's not about winning, the nomination that has got you this far to be part of the 30 is indeed something that says that you're doing something right. As a young person that is privileged to be an African, to be a Nigeria, because I tell you, Nigeria is the new frontier. We are the country to watch out for. And our young people are going to take the global stage. We need to be positioned to do that. So what you're doing in whatever category you have been nominated speaks to the fact that you are on your way, not only to recognition from JCI Nigeria, but to global recognition. And we'd like to let you know that we're watching you. We're going to keep tabs on you because we're going to celebrate you, and we're going to say we were one of the people who identified you in your early days. And to JCI Nigeria, it's an organization that I've always been part of, that I will continue to be part of. We can only get better. The national president has shown exemplary leadership, and the committee of past national presidents are actually very delighted with the changes and improvements on what has happened this year. Our charge is that we need to continue to get better. JCI must be on the lips of every young person in Nigeria. When you have it on your CV, whether you are applying for a job or you are applying for a contract or you want to do anything, once that designation JCI member is on your profile, it must speak to some things. It must speak to excellence, it must speak to integrity, it must speak to leadership, it must speak to innovation and creativity, it must speak to skills that makes you outstanding. And so, Mr. President and your team, well done. You have done well this year, but the year is not yet over. And we're still looking forward to seeing many more things happen positively in JCI Nigeria. And to everyone that is here, I'm here to learn, relearn, and indeed have a very great time. Once again, good afternoon on behalf of the Council of Past National Presidents, and we wish us a very lovely, exciting, and successful ceremony ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, JCI Senator Kumbi Wurola. One of the things that she said that would stick with me throughout this event is the fact that Nigeria is the new frontier and we are taking the global stage. In light of that, I would like for you again, I'd like to inform everyone here that we'll be talking a lot to our next neighbor. So let's look to the person beside us, pick a neighbor, and let's tell the person, this is a reminder chant, and it's a chant. So when you're doing the chant, you have to use a certain level of energy, right? Yes. So we're going to look to your neighbor. Have we picked a neighbor? Yes, of course. And you're going to say, I am a young Nigerian. It's a chant. Ladies and gentlemen, energy. Come on. I am a young Nigerian. That's what I'm talking about. We can do a little bit better. Let's go. I am a young Nigerian. And I am taking the global stage. A round of applause for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. We'll be moving fast to the presentation of the top 30 nominees for the 2025 10 Outstanding Young Persons of Nigeria. And I will be calling up on stage again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give her a warm round of applause. The chairperson of the JCI TOYP and IYD for this presentation. Please, ma'am. Let's give her a warm round of applause, please. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Good morning again, or good afternoon, considering it's afternoon now. Thank you once again for coming for this ceremony. And like we said earlier, we are here to celebrate the 30 young individuals that have actually made it to this stage. Earlier today, when I was speaking with one of our judges, she mentioned how it was a tedious task to, even evaluate the nominees we had this year, and we do not deny that. So one of the things we can say confidently is that for the nominees in the room today, they have done the work, they have showcased the work, and they are deserving of the recognition. Thank you very much. So I would request that we put up the flyer. I'm trying to look at my team on the screen side, but it seems nobody's picking up. Chief Mirinda, our events lead. I'm not sure if it's in the hall anymore, but yeah, I wanted us to put up, the backdrop we have out there, which, showcases these people. So like my NP would always say, I know the profiles, I know the names, I know the stories. And maybe that's also because, you read the stories every day and you are able to relate with it. So I'm just going to give the screen team a few minutes to, put up the material for that. And we have presentation of the top 30 nominees. All right, so please, while that is coming up, I would just, start by going around the room to give recognition to those in the room in terms of those on the top 30 nominees. For the academic leadership and accomplishments category, we have one of our nominees in the room in person of Moturayo Olusonya, who is a 300 level student or 400 level student of the University of Lagos, and she's doing magic with engineering as a course. Trust me, you really want to check in on her story after the program and get inspired, even if you're out of school. In that same category, we have one of the nominees that will be joining us later today, but I know she's not in the room, but I believe that we're also going to get to meet her. So I'm just going to do a quick roll call now. For our business and, apologies, let me just pull that up. I'm coming, please. Give me a few minutes to get this done. Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, we have this, and we also have one of the nominees that will be here with us in person of Ifedayo Simieti. But I also understand she's not in the room, and I believe we still have another opportunity to showcase this profile before the end of the program. Now, moving on to the third category, which is the category for contribution sorry, next slide, please. Is there anybody there? Okay, so I think I would go with my notes in this case. All right, so apologies for this. I'll just go with my notes. Okay. So I'm going to the third category, which is the category of contribution to children, world peace, and human rights. We have a representative of one of our nominees here in person of the person representing Prada Uzodinma Esquire, who is also a large contributor to a number of innovations dedicated to empowering disabled people, as well as even supporting indigent students in the university. For the category of humanitarian and voluntary leadership, we have we have the representative for Tobiloba Ajayi, who is also supporting children with cerebral palsy, not only children or individuals with cerebral palsy. We also have David Obianyo, who is also doing magic in the STEM area in terms of promoting innovative ways to teach mathematics. We also have the category of medical innovation. We have a representative for Dr. Akobo Praise, who is also creating landmark strikes in the medical sector by introducing innovative approaches to healthcare. In the next category, which is the category for moral and environmental leadership, would also be having the representative of Jumoke Dada, who is the founder of Taylor and is using waste materials to create better products for people. We also have the category of personal improvement and accomplishments, and we have the representative for Elizabeth Oshoba in the room, who happens to be a female boxer that is also using her story to inspire other young people with limited resources like her. We also have category of political, legal, and governmental affairs. We have the representative for Chinwe Okoli, who happens to be a government official with Anambra State, and she's also finding innovative ways to connect with the grassroots community, as well as also solve problems in our communities. And in the category of scientific and technological development, we have the representative for Oluwatobi Ajayi, who happens to be the CEO of Nord Motors, and is taking landmark strides in terms of resolving problems with creation of motor vehicles in Nigeria, and even exploring exportation of these vehicles. We also have Fisayo Fosudo. We have his representative in the room. Fisayo Fosudo is using technology to break down complex terms into simpler terms. So like I said again, we have the faces of our top 30 nominees outside there. We also have their profiles on our websites. That is still up for us. We can always go there, review these stories, and get inspired as we jointly elevate JCI TOYP. So on this note, I'm just going to stop here and hand over the mic back to our MCs. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Chairperson. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to be moving real fast, but before I go on to the next thing on this agenda, I'd like to just give some safety precautions. We have just one exit and entry, one door behind you. To use the restroom, it's this door by the side of the stage. And in case of any emergencies, we'll be asking everyone to converge at the front of this hall for us to exit this space. Thank you so much. All right, we're moving on to the next presentation, which is the presentation of the 2025 JCI Nigeria SDG Challenge in commemoration of the International Youth Day. And to be doing this will be the chairperson, TOYP and IYD, and the SDG Directorate in person of Raji Ridwan. Ladies and gentlemen, please let us put our hands together if we're not too busy and welcome them up to the stage. Thank you so much. Please, let's keep clapping. Let's keep clapping till they get there. Thank you so much.
Money on my mind. You care what they yarning about me in particular. Come. Out here on the road chasing my dream. No.
Good day, everyone. I welcome you all to this year TOYP event. So we'll be launching this year we'll be launching the JCI Nigeria 2025 SDG Challenge. And this challenge is about young active citizens that are making waves in the SDG column. So this is the chance for everybody who is into an SDG project to showcase their project to the whole world through the JCI Nigeria SDG Challenge. All you have to do is record a 2 to 5 minute video telling us about your SDG project and how it has impacted your community. For more information, you can visit the website that is displayed on your screen. And this challenge is brought to you by the JCI Nigeria SDG Directorate in collaboration with the TOYP and IYD Directorate. Thank you very much.
Please permit me to do some recognitions. Please welcome to this year JCI Nigerian 10 and Outstanding Young Person and IYD event. Please welcome Representative and Chief of Taiwan Mission in Nigeria. Please welcome Andy Yinping Lu and his wife. Oluwatoyin Atonda.
I'm feeling vibes on vibes. I'm a ticking dynamite. I blow your candle lights. You know I'm just that type. No, them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill. Them no fit kill. Them no fit kill.
Thank you. You may be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. I need the energy in the room. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here this afternoon. Firstly, I must recognize His Excellency, the Chief Mission of Taiwan, representative of Taiwan in Nigeria. Thank you so much for coming and for honoring our invite. It's so good to be here with you today. Our partner from KPMG, thank you so much for also being here. The chairperson, 10 Outstanding Young Person, JCI and Ambassador, Yetunde Oyeyepo, our distinguished panelists, most especially our past president, Dr. Kumbi Wurola. She's also the first female president of JCI Nigeria. Please, let's give her a round of applause. She fought for us and paved the way for us. Thank you so much, Ma, for coming. The JCI Nigeria board members, local organization presidents, distinguished members of JCI Nigeria Senate, the JCI Nigeria members present, our dynamic speakers and panelists, our esteemed partners and sponsors, our trailblazing nominees, and also the awardees for today, the dedicated committee members of JCI 10 Outstanding Young Person of the Year for 2025, and all the change makers in the room. If you're a change maker, please give yourself a resounding applause. Thank you very much. It's a great honor to welcome you all to the 41st JCI 10 Outstanding Young Persons of Nigeria award ceremony, held along the celebration of International Youth Day 2025. I'm so honored to be here today, and it's, as yesterday was giving a speech, I was just smiling all through. It's been an amazing couple of months. We started this process in January, and we had over 600 people, young people from across the country, was nominated for this prestigious recognition. And now we are here. What have we achieved this year so far? We were able to bring back KPMG as our audit partner for the GCI 10 Outstanding Young Person. Please give KPMG a round of applause. And just yesterday, this happened. So I'm also happy to announce that the Federal Ministry of Youth Development has endorsed this program, JCI Nigeria 10 Outstanding Young Person. This is what we've been doing over the years, and this, we're hoping that by next year, we'll be able to explore more partnership with the ministry. And we believe that this is a good foundation for the next administration. At JCI Nigeria, we hold a steadfast belief that youths are the driving force behind positive change in our society. They are the trailblazers, innovators, and leaders shaping the future of our nation and the world. Today, we celebrate these exceptional young Nigerians who exemplify excellence, courage, and dedication through their remarkable contributions. We pay tribute to the giants who paved the way before us, the visionaries, the doers, the daring trailblazers who recognize the power of youth to transform this nation. Their legacy inspires what we strive to achieve through the JCI 10 Outstanding Young Persons Program. Aligned with this year's International Youth Theme, Local Youth Actions for Sustainable Development Goals and Beyond, we applaud the impacts and efforts of young Nigerians in driving sustainable development, both locally, nationally, and globally. I extend my heartfelt appreciation. I disturbed her a lot. I've given her so much headache this year. The 2025 JCI Nigeria 10 Outstanding Young Persons Chairperson, JCI Ambassador Yetunde Oyeyepo, thank you so much for all you do, as well as our dedicated team members and everyone who has contributed and worked tirelessly to ensure that we have a resounding success of this program. To our outstanding nominees, your unwavering commitment to excellence and service inspires us all. A sincere thank you to all JCI Nigeria members that are here today, all our senators, our distinguished guests, our partners and sponsors. Your support and partnerships are the cornerstone of our achievements. To every guest and also intending member of JCI, I know that they are intending. If you are an intending member here, please let's see your hands. Intending member, we see. Please let's give them a round of applause. We cannot wait to welcome you to the organization. Thank you so much for your encouragement. Thank you for not just sitting back saying you want to go to Owambe, but you're here today with us today. You've taken that step towards your own personal growth and to also encourage young people that we can do it. And the future is not tomorrow, the future is now. And we are that future. Together, let us continue to encourage, to empower, to elevate, and to transform and also continue to celebrate the transformational roles of young people in shaping a brighter future for tomorrow, today. Thank you very much.
I think we can actually appreciate our national president in a better way. Come on, JCI Nigeria members, intending members, guests in the house. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're about to announce the top 10 individuals, and these individuals have been nominated and honored at national level and subsequently nominated at the global level. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at that moment where we make the announcement of the 2025 JCI 10 Outstanding Young Persons of Nigeria. And to be doing that, please let's make welcome. So when I say let's make welcome, please let's do it with a lot more energy. This is our partner, so that whenever, anytime in JCI Nigeria that we call upon them, they would always respond. Please, with a resounding round of applause, let's make welcome our associate partner from KPMG, Anthony Okonkwo. Thank you so much. That's the energy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good day, everyone. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. Just to correct, I'm not an associate partner, please. I'm an associate director in KPMG. And it's good to be here partnering with JCI. I remember back in December when they came to see us in the office and they were like, oh, they want to work with us. We were like, we have quite a lot on our table, but we had to make our time for them because, I mean, we've worked with JCI in the past and it's been a very smooth journey, and we said, okay, let's come back and work with them. All right, so in terms of the report, unfortunately, I'm not here to say we are giving a true and fair view, because that's not the objective of this. So our work was done in line with one of our reporting guidelines, which is the International Standards on Related Services 4400. And basically what that standard does is basically it's an agreed upon procedure where we agreed with JCI on how we'll help with the selection of the outstanding JCI nominees to be presented with awards today. So what had happened was that the judges had completed their assignments, and once the judges had completed their ratings, they sent it to us in KPMG, and what we had to do was to then rank these nominees based on the 30 outstanding nominees per each of the categories. And after doing that, we sent it forward to JCI, and then what JCI did was to then open voting to the general public, in which every one of us had the opportunity to cast our votes based on the 30 outstanding nominees that we've seen. And then based on the voting that has been casted, it was sent back to us, and what we then did in KPMG was to collate this voting. And in collating this voting, we had to do one or two screening because, again, we had multiple votes coming in for several candidates, and then we had to screen out those particular votes and then come up with the 10 outstanding JCI nominees that you have currently, which has been shared with the JCI team. I mean, one of the things we also did to ensure that there's fairness was to take into consideration the rating that was done by the judge, and then also consider the voting. So there's a bit of weighting that came into it to come up with the 10 outstanding nominees that have been presented to the JCI team. I think one thing I can say from this is one of the good news I had as we came in today was the fact that out of the 10 outstanding nominees, 2 have been selected for the global award. So I think all I can say is that, I mean, what we've done is good, and we'll continue to work with JCI for the next foreseeable future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Anthony Okonkwo, Associate Director at KPMG. That worked fine. Thank you. Incidentally, I wasn't part of those people that actually disturbed you. Please, old national president, and Yetunde, for that. Thank you for doing this with us, and we are so glad that you stayed true to us and you made us follow the processes as laid by your organization. Thank you so much, and we are our sincere regards to KPMG for doing this with us this year. So we move very fast by taking the keynote address. Please welcome to deliver the keynote address at this event. Please welcome the representative and chief of Taiwan mission in Nigeria. Please welcome His Excellency Andy Yin Pinglu. Can you please appreciate him as he walks on stage? Thank you.
Excellencies, distinguished, honorable, and most of the ladies and gentlemen, today it's quite a privilege and honor for my humble self and also together with my wife to participate in this great event. And JCI have been quite well known in Taiwan because October last year, JCI International and World Congress was held in Taiwan. So my mission had been welcoming and processing all the visa application for the delegation from Nigeria to go to Taiwan. So it's quite a privilege for me to deliver something called keynote speech. And actually, I'm not a flamboyant or a long storyteller, because today we have a very prominent organization called KPMG here today. Without KPMG verification and endorsement, nothing will be possible. Actually, KPMG operates so huge connected in Taiwan. Because Taiwan has been well known in the international society as one of the top and one of the best developing country in the world. This has been endorsed by Madame Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, the Secretary General of the World Trade Organization, and Taiwan, Nigeria, and any other country, including China, including Japan, USA, European Union, are the equal member of the World Trade Organization. And Madame Okonjo-Iweala has been regarding Taiwan as the top 20 leading best trading and industrial economy in the world. That's why I thank KPMG for coming here today. Without KPMG's verification, none of the international standard can actually verify and reach. So I congratulate for JCI Nigeria to have such a strong support from the private sector and also from the ministry, Federal Ministry of Youth Development. This is a well networking that our government and our private sector had always enjoyed and always tried to promote. So last year, before the JCI International World Congress was held in Taiwan, the JCI International, the president at that time, led a delegation to visit us in Taiwan. And our president of our republic had proudly welcomed the JCI International delegation visit Taiwan in July. And then in October, when the JCI World Congress was held in Taiwan, our vice president, Madame Vice President Xiao, attended the ceremony and making her own remark. This duo, the dynamic duo of our president and vice president, had demonstrated how our generational changes, how our young people had developed and getting the power transition from the elder generation to the young generation. Because our Madame Vice President used to be our ambassador to the USA. You can see not just young people get empowered, also women empowering is also working well in Taiwan. So we can never say that the men have to take the lead. Women are coming up, right? And before our president, President Lai, took office, May last year, we used to have a Madame President for 8 years. And 45% of our members of our parliament are actually women. So men are getting endangered species very soon. So you can see when a society have to move along, have to develop, you have to have all aspects of the society to work together. The elderly, the young one, women and men have to push forward together. This is what Taiwan stands for, because Taiwan is an island state, probably 7 times or 8 times larger than Lagos state, with 23 million people, 10% of your population. But we have no natural resources and energy at all. You have everything that we don't have. So the people of Taiwan, I can honestly say that we envy you so much. You have everything that we don't have. But we have all the natural disaster that you don't have. Earthquake, typhoon, volcano, tsunami. You have nothing here, right? We have everything. And yearly, we have at least 10 typhoons causing flooding, landslide, devastating, and then we have earthquake. Earthquake can actually hit any city or farming area seriously. So with all this natural disaster coming toward us every year, how can an island develop without any natural resources, suffering from all the natural disaster, but still get developed? The brain power. So without any hesitation, generation after generation are investing into education and bringing up generation after generation of people to study so that they can read, to write, and to work. This is how Taiwan developed ourselves. We have to have education non-stop, generation after generation, together with social and social security, community safety, so that parents can send their children to school and welcoming them to come back home safely. This is how Taiwan developed. And at the same time, when my parents were still alive, every typhoon hit us, my parents would take us to the safety shelter to avoid any kind of damage. And right after the typhoon, we had to go back to school. We had to go back to work. And actually, I always tell every Nigerian friend that I met, you have all the reason to be proud of you, because you have all the natural resources and energy we don't have, and you have all the talent, music, movie talent that we don't have. Take a look at your Nollywood movie and all the music talent. I have to say this because my wife and I, our first time coming to Nigeria was 1993. We stayed for 4 years in Calabar Cross River State. Of course, we enjoy all the good fish pepper soup, pounder yam, moi moi puff puff, suya, and also jollof rice. 4 years in Calabar. And my wife, she's a lover of your Nigerian chili, and also with the spicy snail. That is way too much spicy for me, but after we left Nigeria in late 1997, about 30 years later, my minister asked me, Mr. Andy, I think you miss your fish pepper soup. I'm sending you back, become the chief of mission. But our years, 1993 to the end of 1997, we have witnessed your head of state at that time, Ibrahim Babangida, and we have witnessed the June 12th, the election of Moshood Obiola, and then interim government headed by Shonakong, and then we left in the time of General Sani Abacha. We didn't actually witness the 1999 transition into full-fledged democracy. But luckily, Taiwan followed 1 year behind you because you have the 1999 transition, and Taiwan had the year 2000 transition from the old totalitarian regime into a full-fledged democracy. So you can see a faraway country, small island state in Taiwan, we almost march into the same pace as Nigeria, but we follow 1 year behind you. And so when my wife and I, we came back October 2020, still during the COVID period, we have seen a very different Nigeria, very different one, because flourishing of business, industry development, youth capacity building, and women empowering had really given us something very unique comparison from the 1990 to the current state. And what we have seen in 1990s, when we started to read Chinua Achebe, Professor Wolo Soyinka's work, but now when we come back, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, and all the Nollywood movie. So I have watched the movie with my wife of Professor Wolo Soyinka's work, All the King's Men, or the King's Horsemen. And only 2 weeks ago, we were here to watch a musical called The Jewel. It's based on what Wolo Soyinka has written, The Jewel and the Lion, right? So generation after generation of your own people develop according to your own need, according to your own pace, is what we call a self-reliance, an indigenous developed strength. Only young people can push forward the society to move forward. So JCI, Junior Chambers, means when you get to 40 years old, you're out of the league, right? But that means you have grown from 18 to 40 of participating in JC. And then at the same time, you have developed your own business skill, your own training, and your own social status to move yourself forward. So we proudly received you in Taiwan last year, October last year. It demonstrates how Taiwan can be well-developed and flourishing enough to host the international convention to be held in Taiwan. And actually 1 year before that, in 2023, in June, Taiwan held the World Media Conference in Taiwan. And our office have welcoming and have already having so many of your media professionals visit Taiwan that year. So beside from your democratic value, beside from your business industrial development, I must commend of Nigeria's steadfast of development of media. So the freedom of press have been firmly rooted here in Nigeria. So when my wife and I, we were in Calabar in 1993 to 1997, every day I have to watch a newspaper. There was no internet at that time. We had to read newspaper. It never stopped to amaze me how political cartoon, even in the military regime, the political cartoon have been so sarcastic, openly criticizing everything under the military regime. And now when we come back, we have seen even bigger development, flourishing of your media. So in the last 4 years, I've been constantly interviewed by Channel TV, TVC, NTA, Arise TV, News Central. For the last 3 to 4 weeks, I've been interviewed by at least 5 media, including your national television in Abuja, when I have the honor to have the audience with the First Lady of your country, distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, in the State House. Although Taiwan and Nigeria had no diplomatic relation, but it never stopped your government taking the most practical approach toward Taiwan from the early 1990s until today. Because in November 2022, when His Excellency President Tinubu was still running the political campaign to become president, he openly said it in Jos that he would like to make the Southeast become Taiwan Africa. He didn't say China, he didn't say Korea, but Taiwan specifically, and not just for Nigeria, but for Africa. So the vision and the ambition of promoting certain part of Nigeria to have the reference of Taiwan development model to be used in Nigeria is quite a privilege for me. So August the 1st, I have the chance to get into the State House, the Astro Villa, to have an audience with Madame First Lady. We talk about how the Renewed Hope agenda, Renewed Hope initiative can utilize Taiwanese model. But I certainly encourage that Nigeria, you have all the reason to be proud of yourself. Because if a small island with 23 million people, but no natural resources of Taiwan can be successful, then any state of your 36 states plus FCT in Nigeria can be successful too. If a small island without any natural resources, the only thing we have is the brain power, then you have all the reason to develop more or less like Taiwan or even beyond Taiwan. Because we don't have Nollywood movie. We don't have your music talents. So when people talk about the Chinese people are copying, the Chinese people are stealing, I said, don't worry. Your music and your movie, Chinese were not able to copy you. They will never be able to steal from you. So you have all the good reason to be proud of yourself. So today is such a good occasion. I congratulate JCI Nigeria have been doing such a great work to move your young generation to get forward, together with the KPMG's endorsement and also verification. So this 10 young people of Nigeria to get this award is a great occasion that my wife and I will witness. It actually showcased how Nigeria had developed, and it showcased how my wife and I we have enjoyed our stay in 1990s and how we have enjoyed for the stay of our this time in Nigeria for almost 5 years now. So I encourage and also congratulate Nigeria can take such a great power of either empowering yourself or empowering the countries around you. I always congratulate how Nigeria has steadfastly holding your democratic value, because you have been having the presidential and parliamentary election every 4 years. That is exactly like Taiwan. We call it constitutional democracy. And any president can stay for only 2 terms, 8 years, right? You vote people into office and you vote people out. This is what Taiwan has been doing. So we share the same kind of democratic value, the first thing. Second thing, that take a look at the countries around you. Military coup, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. And certain presidents in the countries around you have been in the office for more than 30 years and still refuse to step down, still want to run for another president, even he's more than 90 years old. But not Nigeria, right? You hold your democratic values so strong, you hold your talent of developing yourself so strong, and you're encouraging young generation to come up, to take over of the elder generation who can pass on their legacy, pass on their model for development, and then you create your own way, you create your own path. So with the tradition of Chinua Achebe, Professor Wole Soyinka, we have seen Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This is what we call self-developed talent and getting the world international recognition with good reputation. So without further ado, I will not try to flamboyantly congratulate ourselves, but I will certainly honestly congratulate Nigeria and also JCI Nigeria have been doing such a great work. And my office, last year we have received the past president, Sandra FMOya, that visited us. And this year, I would certainly like to welcome the current president, Oluwatoyin Atande, to lead the delegation to visit our mission anytime. And I must say that next year, June 2026, in Taiwan, we're going to host the Rotary International World Convention. So every 1 or every 2 years, Taiwan hosts a lot of international organizations coming to Taiwan for such a great international convention coming and people get together. Without KPMG, JCI International, Rotary International will not be able to have a good platform, well connected in Taiwan. So I'm really happy to see how the director here today had been telling how they doing all the judging development. So thank you so much again for listening to my rather kind of a long, but at least my congratulations and really deeply honored to be invited to be the keynote speaker today. Thank you and congratulations for all the 10 young people.
Greatness. DJ Natil, Joe Boy Ponte. Go to Pape, no my get so come my love back. Body on check. I thought I don't mind the pepe.
You see, ambassador do recognize his fellow ambassador.
Exactly.
Grace, that's a very breathtaking keynote address.
A beautiful one, an amazing one. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, sir.
I completely lost out when you're presenting. So when we have, for my Yoruba people, yes, when you have a son, a daughter that traveled and come, what do you call them? So let's name the ambassador now with a Yoruba name. So
yes,
please,
because he has been
Your
here
Excellency,
before, he's traveled, and now he's back.
Yeah, so
yes.
Your Excellency, on behalf of all of us.
On behalf of all of us.
Okay, you have a name already?
All right, sir.
I already have an Igbo name.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Enyinyang Abasi.
Oh, that's Calabar.
Anyone from Igbo that may not know. Enyinyang Abasi is called, I'm deeply honored to be given to me by one of the channel TV's journalists. He said, that means you are the son of God.
Okay, so since we already have a Calabar name for His Excellency, sir, but you are in Lagos and we want to welcome you to this beautiful city. It's the western part of Nigeria, so we're going to have to give His Excellency a Yoruba name, right? We can do that. That's so beautiful. So now that we already have his name in Calabar as the Son of God, let's give him something in Yoruba that involves God and welcome home. I don't know. Let's suggestions, please. Okay. Akiyode. What does Akiyode mean? Kayode. What does Kayode mean?
No, it's one that asked God now.
Another option. We can do this. Oluwa Kayode.
We are getting there.
We're getting there. Something short that His Excellency can remember.
Yes.
We can do that.
Oluwaseun.
Oluwaseun. Then he can use the short form as Seun. Do we agree on Oluwaseun? We have people that are saying no. So you guys bring up suggestions. Ayo.
Okay. Oluwatobi. So let's agree.
Right? Ayodele. Adewale.
Oluwaseun. It seems Oluwaseun people are winning.
Oluwaseun people are winning. Those in favor of Oluwaseun say aye.
Those in favor say you are not around.
Okay, it's a naming ceremony and we have to do it quickly before we move on to the next. Yes, we actually have to give him a very beautiful Yoruba name. So, with the power bestowed with the power bestowed upon
us
as the co-hosts for this remarkable gathering, we will be choosing Oluwaseun for our... yeah, we apologize. I mean, we're the ones with the mic now, so we're deciding on Oluwaseun. So please, with a resounding applause, let us appreciate His Excellency, Sir Oluwaseun, for that amazing keynote address. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for your presentation. And just like he said when he was rounding up, he hosted us.
Okay, we're supposed to give him the meaning. We apologize. Sir, please, I'll let you take that.
One Oluwaseun is inside our...
Oh, so if you could do us the honor of, giving the description, what your name means, what Oluwaseun means, so that His Excellency can understand his name. Should I call him?
I know. I'm just playing the devil advocate here, please.
Please, let's appreciate. Come on. Let's appreciate. Thank you so much, sir. It is beautiful.
Good day, everyone. Ambassador, once again, you are welcome to our midst. But before I can do this, I will have to collect royalty for the name. So JCI Nigeria is owing me royalty. The name is a beautiful name, and everyone there, everybody cannot do without it. It means thank God. So you are welcome to the club of Oluwaseun.
Welcome, sir, to the club of Oluwaseun. Thank you so much. Let's appreciate both of them as they go back to their seats. Thank you so much, sir, Your Excellency.
Thank you so much. So let me quickly do some recognitions. Please welcome to this event our 2015 JCI Nigeria President and 2016 International Vice President for JCI. Please welcome JCI Senator Seun Oshikalu. Please welcome Yerokun Oluwatoyin, representing David Olude at this event, one of our nominees. Please welcome to this event Abubakar Mercy, representing Elizabeth Oshoba, one of our nominees at this event. Please welcome to this event JCI Senator Francis Indubueze. Let me also welcome Special National Vice President covering Northwest District 2, Eniola Temitokwe Adesoya. Director of Human Duties JCI Nigeria, Elochukwu Umehohana. Permit me to also recognize some of our local presidents who have joined us at this event. Please welcome JCI Lagos Metropolitan President. Please welcome Toby Kuti, JCI Nigeria Ambassador. Please welcome President JCI Abeokuta Hills, Adeleke Olalekan. It's my honor to also welcome to this event President JCI Nigeria Lagos State University, Ojo. President, welcome, Madam President. Now my job is done. Whatever happened, I have no idea about it. Grace, all the best.
Thank you so much, sir. This is beginning to look like a setup, but don't worry. I have the backing of the national president, so I guess I'm fine. Thank you so much, Ma. All right, now we'll be moving to the formal review of the first 5 for the top 10 outstanding young persons of Nigeria. And while I call the category, please, I would like for us to take our attention to the multimedia screen as they will be playing a short video for us. Thank you so much. The first category I'll be calling today is the category for the cultural achievement. Are we ready?
Cultural achievement. We celebrate an outstanding young person whose creativity and talent preserve heritage and inspire new generations. The 2025 JCI Nigeria 10 Outstanding Young Persons Award for Cultural Achievement goes to Morenike Olusoya. As an award-winning visual artist, she uses her work to tell powerful stories that represent and celebrate Black women. Her art bridges cultures, sparks conversations, and redefines representation in contemporary African art.
Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for Morenike. Thank you so much. Do we have a representative here? Morenike is available. All right, please, can you come out? Please, let's appreciate Morenike as she comes out. And I'll also like to invite the chairperson, JCI, TOYP, and IYD, and also His Excellency, sir, to present this award, and the national president to present the award to Morenike. Please, let's give them a warm round of applause as they come up stage. Thank you so much. Yes, sir, please. Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for this outstanding young woman as she comes up on stage. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, I'd ask that National President and His Excellency, sir, and the chairperson, TOYP, to please remain on stage for the next category, the next award category. The next category is the human and or voluntary leadership. Media, we ready, please?
For humanitarian and voluntary leadership goes to Tobiloba Ajayi. As a lawyer and disability rights advocate living with cerebral palsy, she champions inclusion through advocacy, mentorship, and storytelling. Her work has influenced national and international conversations, giving voice and visibility to people living with disabilities.
Thank you so much. Please, do we have... Okay, thank you so much. Please, let's give her a warm round of applause as she comes up on stage. Thank you so much.
Number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh, I believe. I know I can count.
For the first 5 reveal of the 10 outstanding young persons of Nigeria, the award presentation will be done by the National President, His Excellency, sir, and the chairperson, COYP, IYD. The next category of award is the moral and or environmental leadership.
Sustainability and ethical leadership. The 2025 JCI Nigeria 10 Outstanding Young Persons Award for moral and environmental leadership goes to Jumoke Dada.
Thank you so much. That's a clapping crown.
Through her company, Tailo, she merges technology and design to create locally made, eco-friendly furniture for African homes. Her work supports local artisans, reduces environmental impact, and redefines Africa's furniture industry.
Thank you so much. Please, let's give her a warm round of applause as she comes up on stage. Thank you.
Nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh, I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champion, for the champion.
Thank you so much. The next category of award is the political, legal, and or governmental affairs.
In the category of political, legal, and governmental affairs, we celebrate an outstanding young person whose policies and programs are shaping the future. The 2025 JCI Nigeria 10 Outstanding Young Persons Award for Political, Legal and Governmental Affairs goes to Chinwe Okoli.
That's a clapping
As a
round.
special
Thank you so
advisor
much.
to the governor of Anambra State, she spearheads innovation and digital skills programs, reaching over 1 million youth. Her leadership has positioned Anambra as a hub for creativity, entrepreneurship, and technological advancement.
Let's make welcome as she comes on stage for her award. Oh, she's a representative of the awardee. Thank you so much for being here today.
Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, though I believe. I know I can count on me.
Thank you so much. The last category of award for this First 5 reveal is the scientific and or technological development.
In the category of scientific and technological development, we celebrate an outstanding young person who is making technology accessible and transformative. The 2025 JCI Nigeria 10 Outstanding Young Person Award for Scientific and Technological Development goes to Fisayo Fusudo. Through his high-quality tech content and financial education, he has made complex topics engaging and understandable for millions. His influence is shaping digital storytelling in Africa and inspiring a new wave of tech innovators.
Thank you so much. Please let's welcome the representative to get this award. Thank you so much. Please, we can do better. Let's appreciate her as she comes on stage to take this award. Thank you so much.
I was built to be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I vision.
All right. All right, thank you so much. Please let us appreciate our national president. Let's appreciate also His Excellency Andy Impindu as he has presented all of this award. Would like to also appreciate you, sir, present this award of excellency, recognition and outstanding contribution to this event by the national president.
Thank you very much, sir. It was a no-brainer to invite you today. I think that keynote speaker speech, spoke into our souls. Thank you very much for always opening your doors. And also thank you for inviting us to your office. Trust us, we'll take that opportunity. We'll definitely be there. We'll definitely be there. And we're hoping by next year we'll have more partnership, with your office in terms of recognizing young people. You can see the job we are doing here. We're Oliver Twist. We'll continue to ask for more. And we hope by next year, your office will be an official partner for this initiative. No problem at all. He said no problem. JCI Nigeria members. So thank you so much for honoring our invitation. I would like to invite the chairperson for the Council of Past Presidents to also join us on this side of the hall as we present this award. Also would like to invite your wife to this side of the hall and as we present this award to you. Thank you very much, sir.
Before everyone comes up together, actually, I have 2 daughters, and the elder one had won the 2024 Fortune Magazine 30 Under 30 Award of Asia. Yeah, so without my wife, the fourth magazine. You can see how my wife corrects me now. The 4th magazine, 30 Under 30, 2024 of Asia. So I proudly present my wife, of course, and then she represents everything that I have for my family and myself. And I always say that men are the head of the house, but the women are the neck. The neck will tell the head where to turn. Right? All right, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. This is one of the things that JCI preaches, and that is collaboration. Thank you so much to the entire people of Taiwan. Thank you so much for this collaboration. It is truly, truly a beautiful time.
For the words, for these words for you. If I have to put on my health in a post, it enough for you. Ain't nobody know the cause of my matter, peace in my
Thank you so much. It is a beautiful, beautiful time here. Thank you so much to all of the people of Taiwan. Thank you, JCI Nigeria, for this collaboration. We also want to say a very big thank you to all our online viewers. We see you, we appreciate you for staying with us. Thank you so much for being a part of this remarkable event. We're moving forward and we'll be having our panel session in a few seconds. Thank you so much. DJ, please, you're allowed to serenade us with music. Thank you.
Steady green like broccoli. Steady on my grind.
Yeah, yeah. Demo. Oh, yeah, yeah. Jello. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Mama Sheba, come back on. Make me the start to the paragon. Start to the halagon. Cause you know, say my people, they calagon. Ogulo, my power. As I hating on us, make we manyamo.
This is a JCI Nigeria gathering. This is a JCI gathering, and we do a lot of networking, collaboration. So whenever there are pauses in between sessions, I would like to implore you to please make sure you're networking with that person that you can find in this hall. It's not a time to be on your phone. It's a time to put together all that we are talking about here at this event, and also network with that person seated right next to you.
Angelina, you the cool in my temperature. If you call, I go come deliver. I no go fall in your hand never. So now me you could live forever. I'm a cocky no feeble letter. I'm a Angelina, I'm a Angelina. Oh me all down. Anytime when I see you for the club or the television, your body. Sure you know say when you carry 50 kill somebody. You know I feel a vibe, you feel a vibe, so baby whine about me. Yeah, and I know you shy, but it's cool when we're making love on the low. Yes.
Thank you so much. Please, let's appreciate him as he comes up stage. Thank you so much, Scott.
Yeah, so. Ooh, yeah. Big pride. Although you want to you bad, you give me love, I give you back. You give me this, I give you that.
are so powerful. If I leave you, now you I go run back to, yeah. I go run back to you. It's wrong for you, baby, I'm going nowhere. Your love is true, I know you will always be there.
Thank you, Mr. DJ. Good afternoon, distinguished guests. You're welcome once again to the 2025 10 Outstanding Young Persons of Nigeria Awards and International Youth Day Ceremony. And today we'll be going to an educative session, as JCI is all about personal development. And today we'll be talking about Global Youth Alliance, breaking barriers and building sustainable bridges. My name is Scott Itepu, and I am your moderator for this conversation. So part of the persons that will be joining me in leading these conversations are people from different industries who would as well share their insights and experiences and speak to the topic we have on the screen. So as I welcome them, please also do well to give them a round of applause as we go into this amazing session. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Dr. Kumbi Uraola, Director, Policy and Partnerships for Africa at New Globe, to the stage. Also, we have Mr. Anthony Okonkwo, Associate Director, Assurance Services at KPMG West Africa. Also, please make welcome Medical Director at Pinnacle Medical Services, Dr. Maimuna Yusuf Kadiri, also known as Dr. May. Please, another round of applause. All right, so, yeah, we should. Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much and welcome once again to Global Youth Alliance, breaking barriers and building sustainable bridges. As young people, there are two key things that are sort of like the pinnacle of our lives: scaling the barriers and as well building bridges. You know, at some point, we've been told to never burn bridges or slam the doors. And this session will take us through some of the key examples and lessons that we can use to actually scale our career and our businesses likewise. So today we have a couple of segments, that we will trail this conversation, and my very experienced panel members will throw lights to this. So welcome, Sar and Maz, to this conversation. So for an opening remark, I just want to ask, how are you doing? How is business? How is work? How has everything been? So we'll start with you, Mr. Anthony Okonkwo.
I mean, I'm doing fine. Work is going fine. Busy always as usual. In the past, as auditors, we usually have free time, but it seems as the world grows to a much more bigger place, the work seems to never end because everybody always wants something. So,
yeah, they say the road for good work is more work. So, yes, I think you deserve greater work. All right, over to you, Dr. Kumbi Uraola. How have you been, ma?
I'm very well. I'm happy to be here, and I don't know if I'm allowed to pass this comment. This is an interesting discourse, and I expected this hall to be full. And I think it's one of the challenges we're starting to have as young people. The things that are important, we're not really putting our focus on them. I'm sure if it was a TikTok event here, everywhere will be filled. And so our priorities need to be realigned. But on the whole, I'm very well, thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, Dr. Maimuna.
Thank you very much, of course, to
the organizers of this program and to the president, and she being the, of the Council of Past Presidents, and of course to my co-panelists and the participants that took time out of an Owambe stricken day in Lagos to be here and not minding the fear of missing out outside, but embracing the joy of missing out. So congratulations. For me, I'm happy to be here. I'm a youth advocate. The Y in May, as in Dr. May, is for youth advocacy. So when this May came, it wasn't a no-brainer. I didn't need to know the people that are running the show, but I advocate for youth. I'm a youth myself. I don't know whatever I think. I'm a youth, but like what my sister just said, these are pouring, for a youth program celebrating the youth. We should, in fact, we shouldn't even have space. We should be filled, this place should be filled up to the level where we'll be crumbling for more seats. But again, this is the world we are in, and I encourage that, we should sit up and do better. We cannot build a future for the youth. We have to build we cannot build a healthy future for the youth. We have to build healthy youth for the future we want to see. Thank you.
I think the panel session has started already. So taking a look at the theme, we have our key perspectives there. We have the Global Youth Alliance, and we also have sustainable development. Sustainable development has different meaning across different sectors. If you look at the aspect of agriculture, from which I am from, sustainability means to ensure that longevity of the land and all of that, to prevent pests and diseases from destroying all of that, and also ensuring a proper cycle, for the farmer and the consumer, and everybody's making profit and healthy. So now I want to ask Mr. Anthony from KPMG, from your experience, what does Global Youth Alliance mean in today's interconnected world, and why is it critical to sustainable development?
All right, thank you. That's a very great question. Before we talk about sustainable development, we need to understand what this Youth Alliance is. It's coming together of different people from different countries, regions, cultural backgrounds, to solving a challenge that is existing. That's the way I look at it, if you look at it from the layman's definition. And this is more around bringing ideas together and profiling solutions. Now, in the world we live today, we've gone beyond the years where I think back in the 90s, like the High Commissioner said then, was that when there was no internet or mobile phones, where it was letters that were using to deliver messages. And now we are now in the creative, digital economy, where we have the internet, the mobile phone that is working for us. It's bringing people from different walks of life together and helping to share ideas and create solutions to challenges that have existed. Now, these kind of challenges may be in the form of unemployment, educational gap, where you have, we've seen several projects like the Slum to School project and the likes, and then climate change. Those are things that Youth Alliance helps solve. And why is it important for sustainable development? The way I look at it is, the first point I'll pick is we learn faster together. You can't, if you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go well, problem based on just your own understanding. You work with other people, and people are able to get creative, especially if the challenge you are facing is one that is complex in nature. You're able to rub minds, test ideas, experiment, and then come up with a sustainable solution. And you know, when we talk about sustainability, you want something that will last beyond the test of time. So that's very important. I think the other thing is we build each other up. I mean, when you work together, you are not just learning, the other person is learning, and everyone is growing together. Remember, for something to be sustainable, you need to have someone to carry on beyond you as a person. So it's very important that in having that alliance, you think of the future. Think of who, am I growing people that would help carry it along to the nearest future? Or is this something that will fade away once I'm out of the picture? So that's something you need to really think about. And then, lastly, we really make impact. We make real impact when we align with each other. So it's very important that we work together and work not just for the immediate, but for the future, and work towards bringing or growing people that will carry our ideas to the future. You remember, the thing that we do lives beyond us. It's not for us to, yes, in as much as we fake the immediate glory or the recognition, the expectation is that whatever we do will outgrow us and go beyond us. So I think that's the way I would coin my understanding here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. A round of applause, please. So in his response, he established properly how the bridges are supposed to be built, and for impact, as young people, there are also like key elements that we are supposed to note. There's a saying that luck is when opportunity meets preparedness, but I would like to throw in another element in the aspect of preparedness, which is knowledge. And when it comes to knowledge and impact, there are also other fully enabled inclusive youth participation in global decision making.
Thank you very much. I think this year's theme is very apt, building sustainable, bridges, right? Yeah. The truth is that I'm going to speak from the angle of not just being a parent in this room, but as a physician and as a psychiatrist, and driving inclusion when it comes to mental health. You cannot build bridges if the people that are going to cross the bridge are broken. You can't. You can't. Who are you building those bridges for? So you need to know, and the policies that you are talking about, how can they be sustainable if the people moving that are going to cross these bridges at different stages in their youthful lives are broken? So it's very important that we make sure that we build the right bridges. Bridges that are intentional, bridges that are sustainable, and bridges that we continuously work on, because consistency is a love language. Consistency is a love language. If you are not consistent in whatever you are doing, please start it today. So what are these proven policies? We have proven policies. In Rwanda, there's space for 2 people in their parliament. In Nigeria, we're not having the Minister of Youth. There were 2, now 1, right? And of respect,
what roles are international organizations expected to play, in fostering youth-led digital movement or alliances?
Thank you very much. When I sat here, I smiled. If you look at the 2 of us on this side, we are still pen and paper. And if you look at the 2 of them on that side, they're already in the digital. And so this also speaks to some of the things that when we look at our country, when we look at our continent, and because I also I work across the continent in education, you cannot even begin to imagine what is happening in the education sector. Yes, we are all here, graduates, undergrads, and some. But about 2 years ago, the World Health Organization, UNICEF, came up with the learning poverty. that less than 10% of 10-year-olds cannot read a correct sentence expected of a 10-year-old. And so if you look at our education system, right from primary to secondary to tertiary, let me quickly share the story. I was doing my master's in education in 2010 in University of Lagos, and I'd gone home to see my parents, and I was reading, my mom was there. And the next thing she said, I said, where did you get my books from? Here was my mother who did the same program in 1980, a 30-year gap. The notes I was reading in 2010 was exactly the same notes she used 30 years earlier in 1980. And so, if we're going to get our youths to be empowered, to be the youth-led organization that international organizations can help foster to make that change, that impact, then we need to look at our educational structure. We need to look at what we call internships or externship. What should we be doing? And then let me bring it a bit closer home. There's the Youth Development Index by the Commonwealth, where you have things like education and training, you have peace, civic involvement, and all of that. If you look at that index, don't forget I'm going to tie it to what roles the international organizations are going to use in fostering global youth-led organization. We need to know where we are before we can look for people to help us foster and make this movement a real thing. In that index, on top, you'll find countries like Sweden, like Denmark, and Finland. UK is number 46 on that index, by the way. Japan is number 36. Tunisia is the first African country that is there at 70-something. Our dear country, Nigeria, out of 186, is in number 157. Chad is the least with 186. And so we need to start thinking, when you look at the Youth Development Index, I think that's a critical point where our youth-led organizations need to start aligning themselves. How do we ensure that Nigeria moves up? Because this is what it has been since 2010. I have been checking it. We have not moved past that one. I think it's just in the last 2 years that we've even moved to 157. At a point in time, we were in 170-something, 172. So in the last 15 years, we have not moved past the mark of 150 to 175. And that speaks a lot. We have a vibrant youth population in the world. Nigeria even has a higher youth population. And we're doing great things. We can see that from the TOYP. The young people are determined. They are very, very, very determined to do well. And in doing well, they want to put their name on gold. But they're also looking for opportunities to jackpot. Let's not kid ourselves. Some of those things that our youths are doing is to be able to find that inroad out of the country. And we need to be able to ensure that things, and I'm glad that people who work or who have the ears of government are here, you know, where we have to get to that stage where we will make them jackpada. And in doing that, we need to ensure that we are the bride that these international organizations can provide things like the resources. It's not only about finance, it's about the connect, it's about the network. They need to provide the platforms, conferences like this, online, mentoring. We got something from the trade ambassador for Taiwan. Are you seeing things? There are fasteners in Taiwan. There are things that they're doing there that in Manewi, in Aba, in Onitsha, we can do it, but we need technical assistance. And these international organizations can provide those things for us. Here's the missing gap. Nigeria has been seen for a long time to carry the toga of 419. And so, when international organizations are looking for the connect, where are these globally led youth organizations to be the bridge, to say we have members in higher institutions, we have members who are working, we can vouch for these ones, and we can provide that bridge where you can make the connect, whether in business, whether in education, whether in technical expertise, so that at the end of the day, what we're looking for is a fully engaged organization, youth audience, youth that can not only put themselves out there as being the very best, but also putting the country and the continent as that continent, as that country that can produce the best or a better version of whatever the international organizations have seen in other continents. I believe that we haven't yet scratched the surface of what we have in Africa. We're just getting there, we're not there yet. And so this is the charge that JCI Nigeria, and just like the ambassador said, Rotary and other youth-led organizations can make that connect, can make that network to make it a reality and make it happen. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So Dr. Kumbi emphasized on resources. And one of the two key resources in the world, human and time resource. And now when we talk about human resource, there are propellers of human resource. And now in 2025, we're talking about tech, artificial intelligence, and we saw the rise of tech, during the COVID period when we were locked, in their rooms. And I think that opened a new frontier in the aspect of communication and collaboration. So I want to ask Mr. Sai, I think you will be a doctor very soon. So I want to ask the Associate Director at KPMG, with the rise of digital platforms, how can youth alliances, move beyond virtual connections to create something meaningful? Now, yes, I started with the fact that we are connected online. But now it seems sort of like watered down. And with the crime index, that Dr. Kumbi mentioned, is actually affecting a whole lot. In fact, if you're very conversant with Instagram, there's a new feature that notifies the other person trying to reach out to you of your current location. It's sort of like trending on Twitter at some point. People were saying that's discriminatory. So before maybe another person from another country wants to send you a message, just say, this person tries to message is from Lagos, Nigeria. And it already turns that off. There are also other reports that we've seen of people losing opportunities just because they are Nigerians. It may not even necessarily be only Nigerians. There are other places that may be affected, by similar stuff. And I think one of the key things is because of, I think Nigerians are more loud. We amplify the wrong things, about us. If we look at the crime index, Nigeria is not even the top or the second. You get? So we are known to do all of that. And that has actually fractured the aspect of digital connections. And now we seemingly need to move beyond that. So how, do we align beyond virtual connections to create meaningful, tangible impact in local communities?
All right, thanks for that question. Listening to what you said and what everyone has said, I think one thing is very key here. We need to move beyond the digital platform. Sometimes you see a lot of people say things, do things online, but there's no real life action. We need to move beyond digital and make that real change. Making that change needs to start from us. I'll tell a story about a friend of mine that he went to Rwanda, and he's into tech, and he had some meetings with others in Rwanda, and they were trying to meet with investors to pitch and the likes, and one of the investors was like, if it's from Nigeria, I don't think we want to work with any Nigerian investor. With any Nigerian startup or the likes, because they've had their share of experience. There have been so many negative things about us. But I think what this stirred up for me is there's this, sometimes the solution to your problem doesn't all need to come from people outside. The solution is from within. We need to start developing our own solution. We can't always be waiting for the people outside to help, because there's this mentality out there, and to be honest with you, it's something that, a lot of us have left the country and people talk a lot. Like we said, Nigerians are loud. So a lot of people have said so many things that, if you go, people just want the dollars, and when the dollars come in, they become puffed and then forget the original goal and then move on. They get sidetracked by wealth and the likes. So I think if we take a step back, we need to start building solutions for ourselves. We can't always wait for the international investor or the international organizations to come to our aid. We need to work with our local organizations like the JCI and the other NGOs to come up with solutions that are fit for our environment. How does it start? Remember, I talked about something. We need to go beyond digital platforms. We need to go beyond the TikToks and the like and start impacting real life. And there are key things we can, work on. The first is to start local and think global. You need to start it first. If you don't start anything and you're just telling stories online, people will just be looking at your stories and, they'll be liking it and moving on. You need to actually action it. And how do you action it? By actually doing those things you say you want to do. You can give example of the people that went into the recycling project, where it started off as an online, let's call people together, let's start, and then before you know what's happening, let's meet at this place. And you'll be surprised, you think people are not watching. You just come to the location and you just see a lot of people are there with you, and everyone is ready to support that cause with you. You see the Slum to School project, how did it start? It started online. People were watching his story, and before you know what's happening, people started volunteering off their work to come and help. Not because they wanted to get that fame, popularity, and the likes, but because they wanted to help with a cause. And you see, all these things started locally. And then before we now started seeing, a lot of us have seen how the Slum to School project grew. And now you're now seeing the big organizations, international organizations are now stepping in. But it didn't start from there. It started from the local, and then before the international organizations come in. There are some things some international organizations say is that, before they are going to invest, they want to see that there's even that local support for your product. If there's no local support, their fear is, if they come in, what are they, is it, when they come in, there's a possibility that they will be milked out and then sent away dry. So they always want to see that there's that local participation or local involvement before they then decide to step in and then bring in their own resources. So that's very, very important. I think the other thing I also talk about is just creating action teams. When we talk about action team, you need to the coming together of people with similar passion. It's not just it talks about bringing your friends, your neighbors and the likes, but there's one thing that has to be common. They must all share the same passion. If that passion is not shared, forget it. Whatever you're doing, it's just like maybe one person is going in for the fame and the other person is actually going in for the work. And then you find out that at some point you then see truly what the objective of each person is. Because it's when push comes to shove that you then see truly how the other person is really taking it, and then you will then be able to know how to go further from there. So it's very important that you create those action things, people that you know are willing to work for that cause. And it's not just you. Yes, you could be the champion of it, but if you don't have people working together with you, then you won't go anywhere. I always like to use the Slum to School project as an example, because without the people working with him, he wouldn't have gotten to where they are at the moment. You've seen the wonderful things they've done so far in the communities, in the Makoko community and other communities they've been building and creating that educational platform for the children there to grow and succeed. It's very important. I think the other thing is about partnering with local organizations. when I talk about local organizations, we have the JCI, we have NGOs that are willing to partner with people, that are individuals that are ready to make that cause. I think it's all about starting with developing the team, leaving the digital platform and coming to real life action, having interaction, and having, I think one of the problems, again, is that people have ideas, but how to communicate it to others is really where the challenge comes in. Because I think some people, and I think it's the pride of us in Africa, I mean Nigeria, because you're like, how will you be questioning me when I'm telling you that I have a solution? Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, you as a person want to understand what the person is trying to achieve, and in order to understand, you need to ask questions. Sometimes you need to even play the devil's advocate. And for the most part, I think the pride of some of us gets to it, gets to us, and we just, I beg, I can't, I beg. What is all this now? I'm trying to help, and yeah. So I think it's all about knowing that if your cause, the cause you're fighting is for the greater good, you need to take away all the unnecessary pride and the likes and focus on the end goal of what you want to achieve. The other thing I'll talk about, which is very important, and I think it's one of the things I kind of questioned around when we are having the, I mean, as KPMG, having to come up with the collation and the likes, is documenting and sharing impact. In conversing with the JCI team, I mean, one of the challenges they had was that a lot of people have so much they've done, but there's no evidence. There's nothing that is showing that, oh, this is what this person has done. And so it then becomes a challenge because other people out there want to see what you are doing and want to see how you are impacting. But if you are not documenting it anywhere, it's pretty going to be difficult for them to really evaluate. And I mean, I know one of the challenges was coming up with evidence of, okay, this is what this person actually did to support this community and the likes. It's very important we document our wins, because that will really go a long way in helping. It's very important. And then I think the other thing I would always like to talk about is, I mean, a project usually outlives its person, so mentor and multiply. Mentor and multiply is very important. Grow leadership team. Don't be the only person, the only keystone to the project, because if anything goes wrong or happens to you as a person, everything goes down. So it's very important that we as youths, and what will help grow that alliance, and I mean, help impact, is for us to really grow the leadership thing. As, I mean, for those of us that are outstanding, the question I usually ask myself is, how are you working to ensure that the people that are with you are also learning from you and are able to take up the mantle when other duties call? I don't like to use the word maybe when you move on. No, when other duties call, how are you able to transfer that knowledge? Because knowledge transfer is very important. You don't want to be the custodian of everything, and then after you go, everybody finds their way out. You want to be able to build that program that you ensure that everyone rides with you, and such that even when you leave tomorrow, it continues. You want a situation where after years you've left, people still talk about that project, not because the project has died, but because the project is still ongoing, and till today it still exists. I'll use the example of Uganda. There's this team that set up a digital literacy program, and they didn't just come up with it themselves. You know, sometimes not all ideas that comes from your own person. They saw what was happening in India and in Kenya, and they came up with the idea. And what they did was to grow, it was for education. They wanted to actually help upskill individual children and the like. What they did was to train teachers, train moderators and the likes, and then let them run the program. 2 years after, that program is still running. Because of what? Because of the fact that they didn't just leave it to themselves. They decided to train people that will continue in that legacy. So it's all about creating that legacy so that it lives beyond you as a person and beyond your own personal goals, and it grows to the wider community. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So just like Mr. Anthony said, you know, people really do not key into the alliance aspect of their vision. And The question to everybody in this hall is, what is the $10 version of your $1 million dream? But the mistake or the misconception is that people only see themselves at the $10 stage. Why? Because they do not see other people as part, of what they want to do. And you mentioned, and it's true, because I've also had a similar conversation with, my friends. When you have an idea, you do not have all of the skills. You get, and there are a lot of other persons that may not look like what you are now, but they actually have what is required to go to the next level. And he told me, he said that there are people that are looking for opportunities to develop themselves without pay, and there's the intermediate stage, where it's all about the money. And then there's a final stage where they are like established and are ready to even take on, the bigger roles and all of that. And I think that's one admonishment all of us need to learn. When you have an idea, you map out what are the first key skills that are needed to develop this, and then bring the right people of like minds, in that regard. So thank you, Mr. Anthony. So as we are about rounding up, but I want to ask Dr. May a very important question. When it comes to project development and management, we're taught in JCI, there are two key things. One is sustainability, which has been mentioned commonly here. And the second one is scalability. So projects are not just one-hit wonders, or founders that just start in less than 5 years, the business, the changes last longer than just a temporary solution.
Yeah, great question. And of course, the theme for the year is talking about sustainability. If you are looking at sustainability, scalability is 5 and 6 of it. It's more like if something is sustainable, can it also be scalable? So what are those proven things to say that this is sustainable? I strongly believe that, like what Mr. Anthony talked about with regards to youth not getting involved, communication and all that, youth, for all of us that are youths, right, understand that you are not a fire extinguisher. You are a lighthouse. So shine. Whoever will get blind, let them wear glasses. But the most important thing, don't run to every fire. So if we're talking about sustainability, if cars are cannot run on empty tanks, as a human being, your mind should run on an empty spirit. So sustainability as a word is for you to even say, what do I want to do? What do I want to achieve? The skills I have, hold them, own them. The skills I don't have, bring those people on board to help you run it. I'm a psychiatrist, I'm not a cardiologist. So if you come into my hospital with hypertension, I'm going to get a cardiologist to help me out. I'm not going to dabble into what I was taught in medical school. No, there are trends, there are new things. If a cardiologist will know the current 2025 as of today, August 16th. But me, I'm going to be thinking about amlodipine and all that. Things have moved on. So sustainability is also realizing your strengths, your weaknesses, the opportunities available to you, and also the threats that you face. So first, map it out, then don't be smart about them. We have gone beyond smart. Go smarter. So why the goal is specific, is measurable, is achievable, is realistic, is time-bound, please evaluate it and reward yourself. That's where most of us fail. You have done something good. You are waiting for the big wins. Celebrate the small wins while waiting for those big wins. So sustainable policies are not going to be in that space if you are not building it in that realm. Because if you say, I want to lose weight in 2025, we're in August, you're still saying there's September, October, November, December. After all, December has not yet reached, so I'm not going to. No! Did you say by August 2025, I am going to make sure I achieve this goal? In fact, you can even be so specific by August 1st. And in sustaining it, what do I need? What do my community, what do JCI? Look, they talked about the ambassador now, and on his own, he said, visit me in my office. The president immediately took it up, but we are coming, we are Oliver Twist, we'll be there. And what is the goal she wants to achieve? To ensure that subsequent years to come, even the next administration, even if this Taiwan ambassador for trade is no longer there, there's something that's already there that will say, anybody coming from JCI, please. So make sure your goals as matter. Make sure you add monitoring and evaluation. It talked about documentation. I'm a judge of this top Young Persons Award. I told the chair when I came in, it was tough. I sat with that for 1 week, in between airport transit, in my hotel room, in between speaking event. I'm like, these are 30 amazing young persons. How do they want us to select? Everybody has one now, leave them. Look at the great things they're already doing. Because they sent links. But you found out that some of them, their links are really limited. Nothing to really check about them. So you have to go, somebody like me, I went extra mile to go dig out those, because your digital footprint matters. Just make sure it's sensible. Just make sure that in 2040, when you are running for that president, because I believe the president of Nigeria is going to be a youth anytime soon, and JCI is already building that capacity for that, that those digital footprints you left are not coming back to haunt you. And there are so many things now that you can use to make sure that you erase certain things you do not want to see about yourself, that your future self will not also be proud of. So please, make those goals smarter. Make sure you have a monitor and evaluation. Make sure they are inclusive. Tobiloba Ajayi does one of the top, and she's a person, a lawyer, living with cerebral palsy. That didn't limit her. I love our work. We follow each other. We talk from time to time. So make sure they are, because we're talking about diversity, equity, and inclusivity now. Let it not just be in the list. We have diversity here. No. Include it. Make sure you are walking the talk. Make sure it is actionable. Make sure it's sustainable. And when you come to talk about scalability, if something is not sustainable, it may be very difficult for it to scale. So you have to make sure it is sustainable enough for it to be able to scale. And most time in scalability, you may not be the one that originates it. Maybe people from outside that will see. In recent times, I discovered that most of the programs we have in the world, accelerator programs, fellowship programs, most of the programs don't have, an aspect of mental wellness, which is very important. Because for the youth, we need to build resilience. Resilience is the ability for you to deal with these issues that you've dealt with, and of course, for you to bounce back. And sometimes it has to be you engineering those processes. Some of the fellowships I've been at, like Vital Voices, like African Women Entrepreneurship Program, I wrote to them. I said, we need to bring in wellness initiatives here. In the past 2 years in AWEC, I've talked to over 400 people. In Vital Voices, I'm talking to people in the political space all over the world, parliamentarians and all that, and people in entrepreneurship. So the thing is that in sustaining what you are doing here locally, the world is watching for scalability. For my telemedicine platform, the How Body Telemedicine platform, we started it for Nigerians and Africans to deliver culturally appropriate therapy for them. But now it's at the level where people are like, no, can we translate it into Spanish, into French, because when you go into that platform, it's on Google Play Store for anyone that wants to know. How Body, HOWBODI. How are you, right? And it has free assessment that you don't need to pay for. And the result comes straight to you the moment you log in and your email is there. It comes to you. Now, we are not even looking at scaling, because Africans, we are plenty. In fact, Nigerians, we plenty, right? Those that have jackpot, what are they faring over there? We are delivering culturally appropriate therapy. So you're not speaking to that white person, and the person is like, I don't understand, And this person, you are speaking to somebody you can know that this person looks like me, this person speaks like me, this person behaves like me, right?
But now they're looking at how are we scaling? Can we convert it? Can we do this? Can we do that? So please, young persons like us, let's do the hard work. The world is watching. The world is listening. And that's why when you post something on your post, it may not have likes and comments, but try posting it on your stories. The whole world, even monitoring spirit and your enemies and frenemies are there watching. And when the time comes, because preparation meets opportunity, like when you say, when the time comes, nobody is going to tell you. Some people that were nominated for this were not the ones that are nominated. People are watching. So please, make sure you do the needful. Make sure you set those goals for yourself and make them smarter. Make sure you design the environment that will make you not only survive but thrive and flourish. Make sure you work on those your goals on a day-to-day basis. Consistency is a love language. Make sure you do what you are doing with joy. Optimize that skill, and you can, of course, upskill and learn new skills. And most importantly, while doing all of this, please have fun.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ma. So, as we go in the final round where we begin to bring the discussion to a close without closing the bridges, I would like to ask, starting with Dr. Kumbi, in one sentence, what's your call to action to young people?
So that they are able to rely a lot of times on this. The Nigerian Bureau for Statistics have changed that. The other thing that I want to say as I close, and I'm going to say that with the story. Organizations, and even in our organizations where we work, we think this is what the staff want. In JCI, we think this is what our members. And the story I wanted to share was that when a group of people went to a village, this men, young children going to fetch water, and they sunk a borehole in the village, borehole to fetch water, and they could not still go into the stream to fetch water. What they didn't do was to understand the stream. It gave the mothers time to chit-chat to say, I've gone to the stream. So to them, was not what they want. That we do as youth-led organization, we must ensure that we understand exactly what we are dealing with, not what we think we're dealing with. That was in this farmer's greens. And the farmer was very angry. So he set a trap for the mouse. And the mouse was very, very scared, ran to chicken and said, there's a problem. Can you see this trap? And the chicken business, we called it a trap, it's for you. The mouse ran to the goat and said, there's a trap here. What am I going to do? We're in trouble. And the goat laughed at him. Went to the cow and said, did the tail and said, get out from my side. And the mouse was very scared and went to stay in the corner. That night, a snake came into the farmhouse, and as it was moving around, got caught in the trap. Trying to free itself, the farmer had rushed down, it was dark. As the snake was able to free itself was when the farmer was coming in. It beats the farmer. And then the farmer went in. By morning, he was running temperature. They were trying to, and the wife said, bring down temperature. Chicken pepper soup. Went, took the chicken, and made pepper soup. But the farmer wasn't getting better, and he was quite popular in the area, so people were coming to visit. After a while, the wife said, how do we now take care of this? The next thing, it went for the goats. Unfortunately, very unfortunate, the farmer died. And we know what's the hallmark of burials? A cow, and the cow died. What concerns one concerns all. These are all SDGs all around this. These are all SDGs all around. Peace connects to the other. What concerns one concerns the other. So that, I say this, shine your shine, and I will shine my shine.
We'll go faster. I want the many two-part sustainable bridges.
Yes, you.
I mean, like Dr. May is about our experience in terms of people outside Nigeria. It still ties back to one of the things I talked about. Think local. It still ties back to one of the things I talked about. Think local. Start local. Start local. Think global. You never know what might happen. Think global. You never know what might happen. In terms of call to action is always a reduction in mental health.
Round of applause. By providing hands-on experience in project management, strategic planning, and community engagement, JCI equips its members with the practical skills and leadership acumen necessary to drive meaningful change. This emphasis on practical application, coupled with a deep understanding of global issues, makes JCI members invaluable assets in the pursuit of the SDGs. Your ability to mobilize, educate, and inspire young people to take ownership of these critical issues is a powerful force for good, and one that our state government deeply values and shocks, moving from short-term projects and those living with disabilities. Access to finance, training, and mentorship must be equitable, and justice must not only be accessible, but responsible to the needs of young citizens. So, empowering local youth, strategies and best practices. We'll turn our hats to the attention of today's discussion, the indispensable role of local youth in driving SDG progress. Young people are not just beneficiaries of sustainable development, they are its most potent agents of change. The innovative spirit, adaptability, and inherent passion for a better future makes youth uniquely positioned to tackle the complex challenges embedded within the SDGs. Our role as leaders and policymakers is to cultivate an environment where this potential can be fully unleashed. This requires a deliberate and strategic approach to youth empowerment grounded in proven best practices. First, we recognize and value youth voices. Meaningful youth engagement begins with genuine participation in decision-making processes. This means creating platforms where young people articulate their concerns, propose solutions, contribute to policy formulation. When youth feel heard and respected, their commitment to action deepens. Is it true? Okay. While SDGs are universal, their implementation must be localized. And we'll continue to help young people understand how global targets translate into tangible issues in their own communities, from improving local quality to promoting sustainable agriculture in their neighborhoods. And contextualization makes the SDGs relevant and actionable. Thirdly, we'll empower action by providing the necessary tools, resources, and opportunities. This includes access to education, training, mentorship in areas related to sustainable development, project management and leadership, initiatives such as SDG clubs, where students are motivated to participate in local environmental campaigns such as tree planting, exemplify how structural opportunities can lead to significant impact. Similarly, youth-led organizations conducting community engagement workshops on issues like plastic pollution demonstrate the power of peer-to-peer education and local advocacy. Furthermore, fostering inclusivity is paramount. Our efforts must reach diverse groups of young people, including those from marginalized communities, ensuring that no one is left behind in the pursuit of sustainable development. Collaborating across generations is another vital strategy. By encouraging partnerships between youth and experienced professionals, we can leverage the wisdom of older generations while benefiting from the fresh perspectives and technological fluency of young people.
This intergenerational dialogue enriches solutions and builds stronger community bonds. Finally, creating supportive environments is the bedrock of sustained youth action. Local governments, CSOs, and the private sector must actively provide spaces for innovation, mentorship, and civic engagement. This support can take many forms, from seed funding to youth-led projects to providing technical assistance and network opportunities. By investing in youth, we are not just investing in their future, we are investing in the sustainable future of our entire state. My call to action: the Themes Plus agenda of the Governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, is an SDG agenda. He firmly believes that the Sustainable Development Goals are not just a global agenda, but a blueprint for our state's prosperity and well-being. Governor Sanwo-Olu's administration is deeply committed to fostering an environment where every citizen, especially you, our youth, can contribute to and benefit from sustainable development. We recognize in Lagos State that the energy and innovation with passionate young people who bring fresh perspectives and innovative ideas. Third, innovate and scale up successful initiatives. About the importance of the SDGs and how their daily actions can contribute to a more sustainable future. Your advocacy can inspire a ripple effect, transforming our state one community at a time. It would not be appropriate for me to live here without telling you some of the efforts that the state does make for youth. Of course, we have a very vibrant Ministry of Youth and Social Development with all their programs, including some sports programs as well. We have the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund that gives grants to SMEs. We have a Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology that sponsors different innovations from conception stage right down to the end. Every ministry under the Lagos State government is charged to have a youth quota. So every program that we undertake has a youth component in it. And even within the Lagos State Executive, you have quite a number of youth in there. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, let us reaffirm our collective belief in the immense power of local youth action to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. The journey towards 2030 is not merely a countdown, it is an urgent invitation to innovate, collaborate, and lead. Our young people with their boundless energy and visionary outlook are not just the leaders of tomorrow, but the indispensable change makers of today. The partnership between our youth organizations like JCI International and the state government is a formidable force, capable of transforming challenges into opportunities and aspirations into realities. Together, we can build a future that is not only sustainable, but also equitable, prosperous, and inclusive for all. I extend my deepest gratitude to JCI International for your unwavering dedication to developing young leaders and for your profound commitments to the SDGs. Your work is an inspiration, and your continued partnership is vital. Let us leave this gathering today with renewed determination, ready to amplify our efforts, empower more young voices, and accelerate our progress towards the SDGs. The future is in our hands, and with the passion and the dedication of our youth, I am confident that we will build a brighter, more sustainable world for generations to come. Thank you, and happy International Youth Day 2025. Thank you. Thank you. Please be seated. Please be seated. I know that as youth, we spend a lot of time on social media. It shapes opinions, it changes perspectives, and whether we're conscious of it or not, it is encoding a lot of how we think and what we do. For me, I observe, and I know that it's not accidental, that a lot of what you read on social media about your country, our great country, Nigeria, is often negative. And we're often very quick to jump on that bandwagon. But I tell you that no matter what it is, this is the country we have. No matter where you go, this is what our home will continue to be. So I want us to consciously move away from bashing this country. If there are policies that you object to, state your objections to the policy. If there are individuals that you have challenges with, maybe some of the things that they've done, state those challenges. But the country is me and you and everybody else that is seated in this room. There's a complaint, or there was a statement here made that they geotag you. That's not the government. That's you and I have presented a front saying that the country is not good. That is what we keep saying. That is what people continue to say. So, why shouldn't I believe you when you tell me that your country is not good? And so I tag you. And then when there are opportunities, sometimes they don't come this way. But I bring you good news, because good news doesn't trend as much as bad news. To tell you that Lagos is the world's fastest growing tech ecosystem. Lagos, this Lagos you are sitting in. We didn't give ourselves the award. The Global Tech Ecosystem Index recognizes that Lagos is the fastest growing tech ecosystem. For tourism, entertainment, nightlife, Lagos is number 14 in the whole world, and second only to Cape Town in Africa. Those are opportunities. When people are reeling out indices, those are opportunities for growth. For food, Lagos is the 7th best city for dining in the world. I know. I'm telling you where the opportunities lay, where there is hope, where there is sunshine, and every day people from without come into this country and take advantage of a lot of opportunities here. If you continue to fill your heart and your head with the fact that you think that there's nothing here for you, so be it. That is exactly how it will be. You will miss the opportunities, you will miss all the good things and great and profitable things that are happening here. What do you promote? What do you amplify? What do you fill your heart with? Fill it with progress, fill it with prosperity, fill it with every good thing. And that is all I have to say this afternoon. Thank you very much for listening.
That was a very brilliant theme session. Thank you so much, Ma, for that. The last thing that she said was encouraging us to fill our hearts with the good things that Lagos State has to offer. And one of the things that they will say to us in church is that what comes through is only what you believe. Like what happens to you as an individual is depending on what you believe in. So I want you to ask this rhetorical question to yourself. What exactly do I believe in? And begin to speak every form of positivity about the Lagos State and your country, Nigeria. Thank you so much, Ma, for that brilliant theme session. All right, now we're going to be moving straight on to the next segment of the presentation. The review, rather, of the next top 5 outstanding young persons of Nigeria. And I'd like for us to, while I call on the category, please focus on the multimedia screen as they play a very short video per category. Are we ready, media? Thank you so much. We've initially recognized the first 5 cultural achievements.
In the category of academic accomplishment and leadership,
please hold on.
Celebrate.
Thank you. We recognized the first 5 cultural achievements.
Learning and leadership is shaping minds and transforming communities. The 2025 10 Outstanding Young Persons Award for Academic Accomplishment and Leadership goes to Aramide Kayode.
That's a clapping ground.
Providing fully funded quality education to over 80 children in Ogun State and impacting more than 5,000 people through Life Skills program. Aramide is providing that education can be a tool for social change. Our innovative use of VR learning and community-driven initiatives has earned our recognition from the Malala Fund, UNESCO, and Harvard.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'd like to invite our national president. I'd also like to invite the chairperson, TOYP-IYD, and also the theme speaker, special advisor on the SDGs to the Lagos State Governor for the presentation of this award. Please, Aramide or a representative of Aramide should please come up on stage as they receive the award. Please, let's give them a warm round of applause. Thank you so much. Is there a representative of Aramide? All right, thank you so much, ma'am. The next category is the business, economic, and/or entrepreneurial accomplishment.
In the category of business, economic, and entrepreneurial accomplishment, we celebrate an outstanding young person who is driving financial empowerment and building thriving communities. The 2025 JCI Nigeria 10 Outstanding Young Persons Award for Business, Economic, and Entrepreneurial Accomplishment goes to Ifedayo Durosimi Eti.
Round of applause, thank you.
Through economy, she has created a women-focused fintech platform that empowers women to save, invest, and access funding opportunities. Her impactful initiatives have built a vibrant network of entrepreneurs and professionals advancing gender parity in finance and business.
Congratulations, Ifedayo. Congratulations. Thank you so much. The next category will be awarding. Okay.
Also, before she leaves, I think we spoke about it at the beginning before you arrived. I'm sure she's aware. She has also been nominated for the JCI 10 Outstanding Young Persons globally as top 20. So we are hoping that, we'll bring it home when we go to Tunisia. So congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Congratulations, Mrs. Ifedayo. Thank you so much. The next category we'll be awarding is the contribution to children, world race, and all human rights.
In the category of contribution to children, world peace, and human rights, we celebrate an outstanding young person who is bridging gaps for marginalized communities and amplifying voices for justice. The 2025 JCI Nigeria 10 Outstanding Young Persons Award for contribution to children, world peace, and human rights goes to Prada Uzodinma.
That's a clapping ground. Thank you so
much.
Through the
Ability Life Initiative, she advocates for disability rights and empowers individuals with access to education and resources. Her scholarship programs have supported aspiring law students from underserved backgrounds, making legal education more inclusive.
Congratulations, Prada. Thank you so much. This award is presented to the representative of Prada Uzodinma. Congratulations once again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The next category we'll be announcing is the personal improvement and or accomplishment.
In the category of medical innovation, we celebrate an outstanding young person whose vision is improving. In the category of personal improvement and accomplishment, we celebrate an outstanding young person whose resilience and determination are breaking barriers. The 2025 JCI Nigeria 10 Outstanding Young Persons Award for personal improvement and accomplishment goes to Elizabeth Oshoba.
Congratulations, Elizabeth Oshoba.
She made history as Nigeria's first female World Boxing Council, an international boxing organization title holder. Her victories on the global stage have inspired a generation of female athletes to dream beyond limits.
Thank you so much. For this award presentation, I would like to call on, if I may, address you as this smart Dr. May to join for this award presentation. Please let's welcome her with a round of applause. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The last category of award is the medical innovation.
In the category of medical innovation, we celebrate an outstanding young person whose vision is improving health and well-being through creativity and inclusion. The 2025 JCI Nigeria 10 Outstanding Young Persons Award for medical innovation goes to Praise Akobo. She leads initiatives that empower young leaders and persons with disabilities, including building sustainable libraries from recycled materials. Her innovative use of emotional support dogs and creative learning spaces is transforming education and health in vulnerable communities.
Thank you so much. Congratulations once again. Thank you so much. We have successfully recognized and presented awards to the top 10 outstanding young persons of Nigeria. At this momentous, thank you so much. At this momentous occasion, thank you so much. Please let's appreciate all. Thank you so much. Please a round of applause as all of our, thank you so much. As they go back to their seats, please, thank you so much. We are gradually coming to the end of this beautiful occasion. We're gradually coming to the end of this beautiful occasion. Once again, I want to say thank you to every one of the viewers online. Thank you. We see you. We appreciate you for joining us virtually. And to all of the people seated here in this hall, we want to say thank you. We want to say thank you for being a part of this beautiful occasion. All right, I would like to also once again call on our national president as she presents this award of appreciation to Dr. Oroluwa Fini-Awokoya. Please, a round of applause as she comes up on stage. Thank you so much.
Past Presidential, I'd like you to please help us with this.
Good afternoon, everyone, once again. On behalf of the National President, I would like to appreciate your time here today and the speech that was delivered. I was sat there and I'm thinking if we have to pay you to come and do this for us, and the organization will probably go bankrupt because we won't be able to afford it. So you have to accept this as a small token that we appreciate your efforts to be here today. Thank you very much, Madam.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mar. We'll also be presenting awards to all of our panelists. DJ, please can you serenade us with music while this is going on? Thank you. Yeah. 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 Five years old. All right, thank you so much. We would actually be presenting awards to all of our panelists. Thank you.
Dance, tell them go dance, make it dance, let the music get play. Almost say go dance, tell them go dance, you go dance.
All right, we will be presenting awards to all our panelists. While they're on stage, I'd like to direct this first award to Dr. Maimuna Kaduri. Thank you so much, ma'am.
I'd like to invite past President Adetola Akinola to please do this presentation. Madam Chairperson, yes, don't be distracted.
So on behalf of the National President, Junior Chamber International Nigeria, I'd like to present this to Dr. May Kadiri, the very energetic Dr. May. I'm sure you'll all agree with me. Thank you so very much for your time and for the very passionate delivery of today. We look forward to seeing more of you with us in the nearest future. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank Thank you so much. The next award will be going to KPMG Nigeria. So I'd like to call back on stage the director, one of the directors. Thank you so much.
I'd like to call Orulua. Yes, please. So he's the one that worked with me on this project. So please, he's been, yes.
Thank you very much. So on behalf of the national president and members of Junior Chamber International Nigeria, it's interesting that I'm presenting this to KPMG. It's deliberate. Oh, I see. Okay, so I'll tell the backstory so that very quickly. In 2015, when JSI Senator Shehu Shikalu was national president, I served as TOYP chairperson. And we had KPMG come on board in 2015 for the first 5 years. And then just when I was handing over as national president, KPMG insisted that they had to take a break, that our wala was plenty, that the project was a lot. So I'm trying to imagine what Orel would have gone through. It was Chineme and Nkilinwa then, you know. But I'm grateful again. I remember having this conversation with the national president at the beginning of the year to go after them again. That 5-year break is enough. Don't let them rest. Don't take no. Go after them and make sure you still another 5 years. So I'm excited to see you back on board for another 5 years, and we are indeed grateful. We know how much work this is. Don't worry, we do know. And we know that if you were to encash it, we have an idea of what it will look like. That's why we never come discussing the numbers. So we are indeed grateful for your time, the resources that you put in to give this the kind of value and the you know, how we want the world to see it. Having KPMG on board with us on this says a whole lot about what we're doing, and we're indeed very grateful. Thank you very much, and thank you in advance for the next 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you so much, KPMG Nigeria.
Thank you.
We'll also be presenting an award to Dr. Kumbi Wuraola. Thank you so much.
So I would like to invite the past presidents. I saw President Wale Bakare walk into the hall. Please kindly recognize me 2022 JCI Nigeria President, JCI Senator Wale Bakare. Please come to this side. We are presenting to Dr. Kumbi. Yes, and also the president that was national president when I was local president in JCI Nigeria a decade ago. JCI Senator Shehu Shikalu, as we make this presentation to Dr. Kumbi Wuraola. Yes, okay, I'm not qualified yet. In 5 months.
My national president, distinguished past presidents, members of the board of JCI Nigeria, our awardees for today, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is such a great privilege to be asked on behalf of the national president to present this award to recognize your outstanding contributions to this year's TOYP, and not just to this year's TOYP, for all that you represent as you know, the first female president of JCI Nigeria. Thank you for giving your time. We know it cost a lot of money to get you to commit to doing what you have done for this year's TOYP. So on behalf of the national president and all members here present, we'd like to present you this award, Dr. Kumbi Wuraola, in recognition of your outstanding contributions to the 2025 JCI TOYP. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ma, for your contribution. Can we have all the panelists please up on stage as we take a group photograph? So all recipients of the 10 Outstanding Young Persons Award should please prepare as they come on stage to take a group photograph. And also the panel moderator, Scott, should please join for this photograph. While this is going on, please let all awardees and representative of the awardees prepare to take a group photograph after this session. Yeah, that's one. All right, thank you so much. Okay, I just got informed that one of the 10 outstanding young persons of Nigeria, Aramide Kayode, is back in the building. So please let us give her a warm round of applause as she comes up for her award.
In the category of academic accomplishment and leadership, we celebrate an outstanding young person whose passion for learning and leadership is shaping minds and transforming communities. The 2025 JCI Nigeria 10 Outstanding Young Persons Award for Academic Accomplishment and Leadership goes to Aramide Kayode.
I'd like to
providing fully funded quality
Dr.
education
Kumbi to please join them for this award presentation. Thank you so much, ma'am.
More than 5,000 people through Life Skills program. Aramide is providing that education can be a tool for social change. Our innovative use of VR learning and community-driven initiatives has earned our recognition from the Malala Fund, UNESCO, and Harvard.
Thank you so much and congratulations once again, Aramide. All right, can all of our... I'm doing global nomination next time. Let's do this first, all right. Okay, good afternoon again, everyone. So as we come to a close, of the ceremony, there's an important aspect that we must do today. This is only a subset of the program, and I would like everyone to, get involved in this. So in July, we submitted 5 nominees for the global program. That's the JCI 10 Outstanding Young Persons of the World. And I would say, after going through the whole process, we've been fortunate to have 2 nominees in the top 20 at the global level. Now, voting started last night, and it is closing on August 22nd. While that is coming, sorry, there should be a barcode here. I'm not sure if it's scannable by anyone, is it? Nah. Okay, this was supposed... As my MP said. All right, please. So if you have the link. So there's a link for this. Okay, so I would call our top 2 nominees, right? Or our nominees at the global level to the stage, in person of Aramide Kayode and Ifedayo Drosimi Etsy. Now, I'm sure we've heard their stories. When you think of the girl that, in the midst of uncertainty, she was still able to push her goal through to, get a degree in education and come back home to use it to impact her community. We are speaking of Aramide. When you think of the lady that is not only teaching women to earn, but is also teaching women to dream dream big, try better, break boundaries. You are talking about Ifedayo. Trust me, their stories are amazing. But one of the things we want everyone to do today is to bring out their mobile phones, right, and go to, okay, now I'm very worried. Yes, okay, so please, yes, sorry, I need to, okay, please, let's MP call it.
All right, everybody, please kindly bring out your phone, open your browser, go to www.toyp.jci.cc. So you can only use one device, and you can only vote for one person. Yes, at a go. One device, one person. So are you on the link right now? Have you opened it? Only you. toyp.jci.cc. Just go to your browser and type it. www.toyp.jci.cc.
For this group photograph, chairperson, please. We'll be needing you on stage right now. Thank you. And all the awardees, representative of the awardees, should please come up on stage now for this photograph. DJ, you can go ahead with your music. Thank you. I'm still waiting for the rest of the awardees. I'd like for each and every one of them to please come up on stage for this group photograph. While that is going on, I want to once again appreciate all of our guests, partners, collaborators, sponsors, our online viewers. Thank you for sitting beautifully throughout this occasion. Thank you for honoring our invite to be a part of this occasion. We're celebrating the young persons of Nigeria and the International Youth Day ceremony today, and it has been an insightful time here at the Eco Hotel and Suites in the city of Lagos State. Thank you, JCI Nigeria. Thank you to every volunteer, team members, guests, friends, IJCs, JCI Nigeria members, past presidents. We want to say thank you for being a part of this occasion.
Hello, Habibi. Salam alaikum, Habibi. If you're ready, let's go, Habibi. I told you, Habibi. When the money enter, Habibi, I will definitely call you, Habibi. We dey go to Dubai soon, Habibi. Like a max 400k. Eshani, Habibi. Balai, I will swear you, Habibi. Oh, my baby. Now which store you want go, Habibi? Hello, Habibi. Salam alaikum, Habibi. If you're ready, let's go, Habibi. I told you, Habibi. When the money enter, Habibi, I will definitely call you, Habibi. We dey go to Dubai soon, Habibi. Like a max 400k. Eshani, Habibi.
After this, we will be getting the closing remarks and votes of thanks from our chairperson. Thank you so much.
Enjoy the money, don't you worry, baby. You know the money longer like the look to big me. My darling, know the shot to talk back.
Order of photography, sir.
Council of Past President, please join the National President on stage. Council of Past National President, please join the National President on stage. Board members of JCI Nigeria, please get ready.
This is how we live in every day in case you guess it. December will blow away like I'm a time. They find me for Lagos, but I know then I just do one place to make me sick of. Fuck a tassel, not a buffer Saudi.
Board members of JCI Nigeria, please get ready.
Salam alaikum, Habibi. If you're ready, let's go, Habibi. I told you, Habibi. When the money enter, Habibi, I will definitely call you, Habibi. We dey go to Dubai soon, Habibi. Like a max 400k. Eshani, Habibi. Balai, I will swear you, Habibi. Oh, my baby. Now which store you want go, Habibi? Hello, Habibi. Salam alaikum, Habibi. If you're ready, let's go, Habibi. I told you, Habibi. When the money enter, Habibi, I will definitely call you, Habibi. We dey go to Dubai soon, Habibi.
Thank you, past national president. Board members, please. Board members.
I thought we in this together. Give you my necklace, spender. Give you my last card, spender. I show you my best friend. I thought we in this together. Give you my necklace, spender. Show you my best friend.
After the board members, JCI Nigeria, let all local presidents please prepare as we'll be taking a group photograph. All local presidents. Immediately after all the board members, JCI Nigeria. Happening right now is the group photograph for all our board members. Give you my last card, I show you my best friend. I thought we in this. All local organization presidents, please get ready. Show you my best friend. I give you my last card, everything I do, I under, everything under. That's the way you put me out under.
Make I tell you what you got for a bullet. Bobby's big party inside my bullet. I went there with my best friend Kule they there with his girlfriend Shile. Ghetto girls and they like Takasufi. So many pretty girls they inside my mule. I just them wonder say which kind party everything yakba, everything there. Oh shit, I get many girls with them they come from away. AJ boys and they like to throw away. Almost go be. We just having fun. We won't carry on. Crazy girls like make this stallion. But my girlfriend they turn me on.
Thank you so much, Board of Directors. National, all local organization presidents.
Local presidents, city and colleges, please join. Past UIP chairpersons, get ready. Past UIP chairperson. Yes, I did.
You can do better. Sweet bedu from a Buddha meta. All the way to Niger Delta. Now we get plenty ololo. Girl, them not for go logo. I just want sharply take one photo before the baba them tell us to go. Oh shit, I get many girls with them they come from away.
Past UIP chairpersons.
They like to throw away. Almost go babe. We just having fun. We won't carry on. Crazy girls like make this stallion. But my girlfriend they turn me on. That's why I hold on tight. Hold on, jaja. Hold on tight. Hold on, jaja.
Past UIP chairpersons.
Hold on, jaja.
Okay.
Hold on tight. Hold on, jaja.
Thanks for coming around to support one of your own. I know to ask when Senator Kumbi did her own. No need to ask. (1998). I think Akimane is the youngest. Yes, well arranged, yes. JSI senators. all the JSI senators, all the JSI senators.
Now my mama now him back me. Them is excuse, they slap me. Same people when I turn, they go yab me. Alright, tell me where them they. When all they also how they try sustain. Every Saturday, from Ilaja down to Costain. I beg, carry my blessing run. Today now you, tomorrow fi be my turn. Show me love, no go show me python. We be the same for Oluwa Kingdom. So me say, celebrate me. Now when I day alive, appreciate me. Now when I day alive, not be say when I live this life, you would have fake I'm for my wife. Celebrate me. Now when I day alive, appreciate me. Now when I day alive, not be say when I live this life, you would have fake.
Thank you so much. All right, let's have everybody in the audience join the picture.
You be big name. You be big name. My brother Young Don, you be big name. Oh no, my heart be done, big name. First in Sagila, big name. Ejerewan, you be big name. Obi Kubana, you be big name. Ato Eze, you be big name.
All former TOYP MCs should please come on stage.
You be big name. Lady Gaga one name, you be big name. Oluwa make me a big name. Make I put all my enemies in big shame. So me say, celebrate me. Now when I day alive, appreciate me. Now when I day alive, don't be say when I live this life, you would have fake up for my wife. Celebrate me. Now when I day alive, appreciate me.
Let's help us to coordinate this. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Sexy love what she need from a bad boy like me. Yeah. Sexy kiss is the thing that she ain't for my lips. Yeah. My sex herself is the only air that she breathes. And when I look into her eyes, I know that she can never get enough of me. Your body high me like lean. When we do it, skin to skin. And as the rush they increase, I feel the drip in your V. Shorty say she feeling so, she grab my neck and she whisper please. Shorty give me dirty splash from my chest to my knees.